Ah, peace, 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 and more peace. Yeah, 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 yeah. Drove it too long, then I swapped it out. It is I, your friend, your beloved, your humble, the one and only, great son, grand imperial. Oh yeah, priest king. We here on this beautiful Monday. Back to the thrill again. The thrill again. How y'all feel out there? Yeah, how y'all feel out there? Y'all feeling good? Y'all feeling godly on this manifestation day? Oh yeah, today's conversation, today's topic is the code versus the culture. Hmm. What's the code and what is the culture? Are they separate? Do they work together or are they um opposed to each other? You see? Just some of the things we're gonna talk about today. If you got it, light it up. If you got one, smoke one. We here, AGS in the building, right? So let's talk about the code. What is the code? Okay, well, we're gonna just get into it. We all know what the code is, right? The code is what you know, the code, right? So, ooh, right? So can the code be more important than the culture? Is the code and the culture working together, or is the code opposed to the culture? Let's think about that. Y'all think about that. What is the code? You know? See, in reality, the code is the code of the streets, right? The street code. Hey man, that's going against the code. What code? Code of the streets. You didn't learn the code until you got out in the streets, right? Yeah, that's the code. You know what I mean? At home, you learn culture. Ain't no snitching. That's in your family. Hey, you don't tell on your brothers and your sisters. You learned that in the house. So no snitching. That's the culture. That's not necessarily the code. The code is the code of the streets. So does the code of the streets work with the culture, or does the code of the streets work in opposition with the culture? You see? Now, okay, they say black people don't have a culture, right? So make it easy to assume that since you ain't got a culture, you got to stick to the code. Like, right? Everybody, you know what I mean? Just fit in the guidelines. Everybody here in the streets, it's like the streets is, the streets. Anybody can fit in here. The Russian mob is the streets, right? So they stick to the code, supposedly, right? But they not representing our culture. See, in the code, you can get your money. However you, whenever, however, anyway, as long as you get yours, right? And then when you get yours, if it was, good, bad, or indifferent, right? You gotta remain good, bad, or indifferent. You gotta stick to the code, right? Once you see other people doing negativity, and you gotta say, hey man, no snitching. Like, right? Like every time somebody does something against the culture, it becomes now snitching. Now he's snitching. When you stand up for the culture at a certain point, it's it's anti the code, you know? Like, shout out to the old lady, peace to the gods, right? But the old lady on the block, you like, mind your business, lady, right? Is that the street code that's telling you to mind your business, lady? Or is that the culture code that's telling the lady that you is her business? You see what I'm saying? Because you represent her and her culture, so you is her business. You see? So which code is it? So which is more important in that time, right? The code of the streets or the code of of the culture, or the culture, right? Because there's no code of the culture. The culture is the culture. The culture represents itself. It doesn't need help. You see what I'm saying? Peace to the gods. Beyond Smith, brother, hit the like button. Peace to the gods. Hit the like button, Beyond Smith. If you in here today and you don't hit the like button, because I know I never asked y'all, but brother, you a god mod. You a day one. You gotta hit the like button every time you come in here. Just you. Shout out to Shelly Shell in the building. I know Shell's hit the like button, but again, y'all don't have to hit the like button. But Beyond Smith, he has to hit the like button. That's his new job. Feast of the gods, the god mods. So what's up with this culture? Is the culture more important than the code of the street? See, the code of the streets is not defined by realistic life and, and realistic understanding. The code of the street is defined by how you can get chores, how you can accumulate wealth through power and most likely through deception, right? Because the average person ain't powerful, so their choice is deception, right? So how do you how do you find a sincere person, right? That's sticking to the code, right? How do you find a person that's honorable and just if they stick into the code? Now, again, not to say that there isn't, you know, admirable things in the code, right? But in the laws of the street, you have to what? You have to respect the hustle, and you can't knock the hustle. You see what I'm saying? So when certain things may seem detrimental to the all, to the group, to the circle, the code will make you, yo, mind your business, bro. Get your money. You know what I'm saying? What he eat don't make you shit. That's the code. The code will try to remind you, hey man, you got to get it out here. You got to get it how you live. You see what I'm saying? But meanwhile, culture is telling you about what we do and how we look and how we feel about what we do and what we represent. And certain things don't represent what we do and how we feel about ourselves. You see? So the code itself might be anti-culture. You know, the code itself has no problems taking the best parts of our culture and adding it in. No snitching. Adding it in. Looking out for your team and being down loyal, right? But the code will accept the motherfucker turning his back on you, biting his back out, backdooring you. That's a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Robbers and jackers and kidnappers are part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like you got, like I say, you got friends that set other friends up to be robbed. You got girls that set her boyfriends and dates up. You see what I'm saying? Because they got to get theirs and they can get theirs. You see what I'm saying? Because it's possible, and the code will allow you to respect their hustle. You see what I'm saying? Whereas not so much with the culture. You know? So my question is, what do you get from the code? You know, because we know the code is a street code. It's actually probably more or less a crook code, right? It's a code for like let's talk about this in another way. See, one of the things that we deal in as American Indians, right? Because again, most black people, 9 out of 10 black people are American Indians. So we deal in an outlaw culture. Like we say we country. We from the old country. We don't really know how country that mean. What that mean when we say we country, but it mean the old country. Florida, South Carolina, the South. That's the country, right? The country that we from. So in our country, in our culture, we got different type of things and we stick together. We look out for each other. You know what I'm saying? So the code has stolen these things. The code has hijacked these things and used them to backbite, use them uh to undercut, you know what I mean? And still our reality because of a code that doesn't have any culture to it. Because the code, when you stick to the code, the thing about the code is you're eventually like is a street code. There is no culture code. There is no African code, no black code. No, there's a street code. And that's what they're trying to sell us. They're trying to get us to stick to the street code, right? So when you stick to the street code, it's really about your money. It's about your hustle. It's about your getting over on the next man or the next woman and having a code that allows you to keep it secret, that allows you to continue to keep feeding on the bottom, right? Bottom feeders. You see what I'm saying? Pariahs. So that's the code. But that's not the culture. The culture is the optimum environment for growth. You see? The culture is where you go to get nurturing and to get healing. You see what I'm saying? The culture is where you go to find um understanding and to find peace. You can't find peace in the cold. You can't find peace in the streets. You see? The goal of the people on the streets is to get into shelter, right? Even the drug dealer on the corner want to get a trap house. He trying to get some shelter. So the street code is a short-lived code. It's an individual code. It's not a family structure. It's not a community sustainable situation. It's a dog eat dog world, right? That's not culture, right? If a dog is eating his dogs, how many dogs going to be around? How many happy and healthy dogs will we have and shit? You see? So we not going off of the code. We not we can't look at the code because the code is stealing, right? Like the code has like in the code they have no problem. We just said with thieves, sneak thieves, robbers, anything illegal. Hey man, you gotta mind your business in the code. You see what I'm saying? So the code will never allow you to grow to your fullest potential. You know what I'm saying? The code will always keep you stifled. You know what I'm saying? The code will always keep you in a no trust, in a no win situation. You see? But what is righteous judgment? You know? I know she probably just talking to the chat. We still going. I'm still going. My bad, but see the code is cat. The code changes when you get your when you get yours. You stick to the code until you rob a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You stick to the code until you scam somebody, and then you find out what the real code was. The real code was it's the dog eat dog world. Now, don't tell on me. Go get you a dog and eat him. Go find you a little dog and eat him. You see what I'm saying? That's the code. That's not the culture. That's not you finding some like finding a light inside of somebody and fanning that light to help that light grow, helping that person become brighter. You know, like wow, you're bright. Let me help you become brighter and shine and be your true soul, be your true self, be your true God and your true son. The culture doesn't do that. The culture says, damn, what can this little nigga do for me? What can I get out this nigga? What can I exploit this person for? How can I use this person? That's the code. Figuring out ways to use people, figuring out ways to steal and manipulate from people. That's not nurturing and nurturing. So how do they work together? How is one for the other, and how is one become more important than the other. See, they've taken our culture, they sliced it up and diced it up. They put a little bit over here in Africa land, right? Zulu land. Tell you, oh, no, no, no. The rest of this right here, this is Spanish culture, you know? And then everything else you learn from slavery. So now your culture is mixed, matched, and pieced together. All we can see that's tangible, all we can see that's real is this code, right? Because the code has benefits. If you stick to the code, you're going to get some money. You're going to get some money. If you stick to the code, you might fuck around and get rich if you stick to the code. But the code don't say you're going to keep that money. And the code don't say you're going to live a long, happy life. You see? What the code might tell you is there's only two way out this motherfucker. You know what I mean? The pen or the, you know what I mean? The pen or the penitentiary. I mean, the dead or the pen. They used to tell you in college, I mean, high school, you either going to go to Penn State or the penitentiary. Which one are you going to? But the code is guaranteeing that you go to Penn State or the penitentiary. Right? Because you have to walk that thin line of usury. You got to walk that thin line of manipulation. You can't actually let a nigga grow. You can't actually let a person succeed because they might be smarter than the teacher. What the hell? I paid you to learn everything you knew. And damn it, you did it, but you upset about it, right? Don't get mad because you good at what you do. You see? But that's not the culture. The culture is not to pass along the information. I mean, that the code is not to pass along the information, to store the information, to tell a person, you know, this is the tradition. This is the scamming tradition. Scammers don't have a tradition. Con men don't have a tradition. You see? This is a short trip to hell, a short trip to the penitentiary. That's the code. But yeah, you're gonna get rich in the moment because you're unscrupulous now. Their code, see, like again, like that's the illest thing about I tell you about Rosh Hashanah, right? The Jewish people have a day called Rosh Hashanah. It's a day of atonement. You know what I'm saying? And on this day of atonement, you get to break all contracts, right? It's crazy, but it's in their code, right? You get to break all contracts. So that means you go to Macy's and you sign a deal with Macy's. If you go on September the 30th, on October, on Rosh Hashanah, they're gonna say a little prayer and they're gonna ignore everything that you had. That is why they have no problem suing you and getting away with their money because it makes sense. The Catholics, they got a code. You can kill somebody and then ask for confession. You see what I'm saying? So when I was telling you how like some of these things are designed for crooks. Some of these things are designed because again, we think that these people are pious. No, but these are just codes for crooks. They're not culture-based codes. They're not designed to help people be the best. They're designed for usury. They're designed for manipulation. You see? They're designed for deception. So culture is opposed to this code because this code steals the culture. This code feeds off the culture. It sounds cool when you're young and when you ain't been to jail yet. When your homies ain't fucking around and turn their back on you and shit. When motherfuckers ain't mad at you because you figured it out. When niggas don't hate, when niggas is hating because you ain't caught up. Then the code gets shitty. The code gets shitty when everybody else snitching and don't want to do a day. The baddest, biggest talkers still talking in the precinct. See, that's why the culture don't need the code. Because again, you don't snitch on your family. That's a straight thing. You already know that. Ain't too many motherfuckers out here telling on brothers and sisters and whoopty whoopty whoop. But these niggas, hey man, they cut off these niggas in the street. Fuck these niggas, cause they seen how they done treated them, and it was just like no disrespect, but we can talk about young Pharaoh and how young Pharaoh got caught up with the cold. How he in the car with some niggas in the streets, he young, but they a little older, and how these niggas ain't thinking culture, so they thinking crash dummy. He gonna take the charge for the gun. It's our gun. We the older niggas, but he the young nigga. He ain't got no fucking record. We gonna give him one today. We gonna initiate him today. You see what I'm saying? Not like, oh, this little nigga, he need help. Like this little nigga need you know what I mean? Need a nigga to look out for him and shit, to keep him out this shit. No, not we gonna put one on this nigga because he ain't got one. Now you know what I mean? So no, we don't need the code. Who needs the code when you looking for a future? When you trying to have children and they need to date somebody. They need to have a family and have children. Who's thinking about a cutthroat code? A manipulating deceptive code. See, it gets dicey. We're not thinking about the code. The code is anti-culture. The code is anti-growth. The code is you know, it's where you hide the foreigner. It's where you hide the land thief. It's where you hide the crooks. That's what the code is. You don't honor niggas that's sticking to the code. Now I don't care. I mean, we can think we do, but that's a warp. We in a warped mind. We in a warped mind. And again, what we saying is honorable ain't honorable because it's in the code. It's honorable because it's in the streets. That's in our hearts. And I mean, you know, in our families. And we done took that like, okay, cool. Well, we got to add this to the code, but it's not being kept. Who's keeping the shit? How many niggas is not snitching? How many niggas is you know, and how many niggas should you not be snitching for? Like, I'm telling you, I'm not a snitch. I never had the chance to snitch. You know what I mean? But I'm just to say, for a lot of y'all little niggas and shit, like, come on now, y'all. Like I said, in the case of young Pharaoh, is that his fault? If he was to tell the truth, he was some suckers that's gonna put it on a kid. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, we live in a world where we need to get rid of suckers. We need to not allow our children. Like, I'm gonna tell you a story, another story and shit. So one time I'm at my grandma's house. My grandma lived on like a little, like a block. You know what I mean? Like a little gangster block, right? Used to be in South Philly, whatever. So I'm on the block one day with these niggas, and I'm out there, I'm smoking weed, whatever and shit. Mind you, my grandma is dead now, cause I would never smoke weed around there. And my aunts, all these niggas, right? But my little cousin come up on a bike and shit, and he like 13, and we out there smoking weed and shit. So he come up, and all the niggas on the corner, all these niggas is gangsters and crazy and shit, right? And I'm just me, you know me. I'm a nerd. I'm still me though. But I'm smoking with these niggas. We all chilling, you know what I mean? My little cousin come up, and a nigga passed him the blunt, and he hit the shit in front of me. Don't you know I kicked this little nigga off the bike? Kicked this nigga off the bike and knocked the blunt out of his hand in front of all of these niggas. Like, yo, we don't do that shit. The fuck is you doing out here? You a little kid. You're not out here smoking and doing this silly shit in front of in front of your grandma's house, my grandma's house. I'm grown, shit, nigga. You see what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what these niggas think. These niggas gonna know that you different, and that we raised different. You see what I'm saying? So that's the culture. The culture should kick the Cole's ass. I had to fuck them niggas on that, man. What them niggas are gonna do to me? I'm telling nigga, don't you ever pass my little cousin no fucking weed. And I know we was young, them niggas used to do that to us, and we smoked it too. But this my fucking cousin, and y'all sitting here in front of me, y'all disrespecting me, and y'all ain't doing it. But that's the culture. Fuck the code. I'm not letting these niggas think my little cousin, no little crash dummy. He out here that we can pass this nigga the blunt, we can pass this nigga some dust or some anything or some shit. And this dumbass nigga gonna take this shit in in front of me. You know what I'm saying? He almost fucking lost my foot in that moment. He almost lost his head falling off that bike. You see what I'm saying? But that's not we not worrying about no fucking code. Are you kidding me? The code will get us all killed. The code will snitch on us all. The code will have niggas tie up your mama. The code will have niggas shoot your whole fucking family, dog. This code that these weird niggas is talking about, it ain't no fucking code. These niggas, like I said, a lot of these niggas ain't never sold a rock. Ain't never sold. What do you say? Fake, wake ass. All right. Ain't never sold a rock. Ain't never had an opportunity for the code to come down on some niggas and shit. When the code, I'm telling you, because when the shit hit the fan, your family is the niggas that's coming to visit you. Ain't no gangsters coming to visit you. They can't come to the pen. Them niggas on parole. Them niggas on house arrest, and they on paper. So how the fuck they coming to see you, and you in the joint? They can barely even write you. First thing they tell you when you get out is to stay away from fucking felons and gang members, your friends. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, when you down and out and you fucked up, find out how many gangbangers get money from their block. If the block take up money to send money to niggas, unless you are crazy reputable, unless you was really getting a lot of money on the streets and you still got shit popping, because it don't work like that. As soon as you get locked up, your girlfriend take everything and sell it, fucking your enemy, or worse, fucking your best friend, popping you off your connect, living your life, driving your cars. You come home now, you the enemy. Seen it happen a million times. See what I'm saying? That's not fucking life. Who want that? Who want that life? That's not culture. And I'm telling you, I'm learning this shit myself. I'm learning this shit myself. Not as far as the streets go, but as far as what is more important and shit. Is it more important to be known? Like I talk about rappers. Is it more important to be known by, like J. Cole can walk down the street, right? Now, can the Migos, can a lot of these super gangster rappers walk down the street without being yelled at, cursed at? You see what I'm saying? It's the type of energy that you attract. It's this code. This code will make niggas see if you live into the code. If you keep in the code, if you representing the code and pushing the code, who got time for that shit? If you just fuck around and you just want to sing your song, you just want to entertain niggas, you always gotta represent a code. See, that's the difference. But these niggas out here representing culture, they don't have to walk around with that extra bullshit baggage, with a losing extra money for security, getting mashed out and smashed out because they want to be, they gotta prove the code. Every night I go out, I gotta prove my love, ass niggas. Who has time for that? Nobody's doing that. We gotta get smart. You see? That's not how we grow. That's not how we sustain. See, like I hate to be late to the party, right? Like I said, like the white man, he tricked us, right? He tricked us with the code because we were so easily to get money. You see what I'm saying? Like the code let us get money. The code allows us to do, you know, a lot of, like, again, not the outlaw culture. Again, we have an outlaw culture. I'm not gonna say that being an Indian, being from the South, being a Geechee, being a fucking Haitian or Jamaican don't make you an outlaw. You have an outlaw type of culture where you really don't want to be down with this foreign shit. I get it, but that's not the code. Because again, you don't have to come to America and talk like a white man to not follow the code. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't, every like I say, they talk about there's black people and then there's niggas, right? There's black people and then there's like the unscrupulous, unsavory ass black people. You see what I'm saying? So we make those decisions and shit. We don't all have to follow this code, this fakery, this TV movie shit. We could be J. Cole. We could be fucking even Kanye. Kanye don't even. I told y'all when that nigga went to fucking Toys R Us with his daughter, and the motherfuckers had one security guard, and he out here doing. I mean, he was public enemy at the time. It's Christmas. This nigga walking in and out with one security guard. No, nothing. That's what you want in life. You don't want energy that that's trying to rob you, that's trying to test you. You don't want a motherfucker to see you and grit their teeth. That nigga think he tough. It might be a time for it, but hey, at the end of that, you see. So we gotta think about what is more important to us. Us. I mean, again, you go out here and you get too much heavy in this street shit. You get a street reputation too heavy for you. Then you turn around and turn 35. You fuck around and turn 40 or 50. What you gonna do with that street rep? With that street resume? Think about all the old heads that you know that's gangsters and all that shit they used to. That nigga was a gangster. That nigga was a kid. Like, who is these niggas? What they doing now? You know what I'm saying? That cold shit didn't pay off. It just got you wearing the same old suits from when you was a gangster. From when you was popping. You see what I'm saying? We not gonna be them niggas living memories and shit. I'd rather be an old fuck nigga, old fuddy duddy, right? Going to sleep every night, safe and sound and shit. Not worried about a nigga trying to snake me. Only want to be surrounded by people that got good and positive energy, that wish you well and shit. I can live my whole life like that. You know, I wish I would have knew that before I had to know the other thing. But if I had a choice, the choice is to live my life around like again, you wanna give your energy to a place where it could be welcomed and appreciated, where it could grow, and then it can mess around and infuse and get somebody else charged up. You don't want to give some like I said, like in the streets, all you got to give a nigga is crime. All you got to give a nigga, like if you getting your money from illegal activities, that's all you can teach a nigga. We don't have no carpenters. Like all our uncles and shit, them niggas used to do carpentry, used to work on cars. We lost them in the 80s in the crack era, right? niggas was on the pipe, right? Remember that shit? Scotty beamed them up, right? It happened. So now the ones that we saw and the older people that we saw, they was bottom feeders. They was getting money off the motherfuckers that could fix shit with their hands, the niggas that knew how to fix the cars, and they was laughing at the niggas that fix your house and fix your plumbing. They was laughing at the black boy that'll do the electricity work and one day come out with $100 and want to smoke 75 of it. They laughed at that nigga. So now we only know how to look at the niggas like they funny and laugh at them and get money from them and figure out how to manipulate them, figure out how to take from them, figure out how to use them and how to abuse them, because those were the role models that we had in that little era, right? Era. We just call that for real, for like era, not like a mistake. You know? Shit. Half hour. What's up, y'all? We take a break right quick. Roll up a blunt while we start it up again. But what am I missing up in here? Some of them are quick to break the code when it comes to self-preservation. That's the code. That's the code. Y'all don't understand that shit? That's what I'm saying. The code changes when it comes to you. When it comes to you and your situation, the code can change, and you can forget the code. You can add on to the code. You can make shit up as it goes. You see, because the code is about self-preservation. There you go. I like that terminology there, Shells. Perfect. You see what I'm saying? And that's not what culture is. Like the culture is for healing hands. You know what I mean? The code ain't for healing hands. Cause if you got healing hands, that means you gotta be around. That means you helping motherfuckers. You're not manipulating them. You don't need to manipulate a nigga when you're a healer. You don't need to manipulate a nigga when you are attractive. You see what I'm saying? So self-preservation is the code. Everything else is, I'm telling you, is what these niggas steal to protect self-preservation. They steal from culture. They steal from religion. They steal from fucking spirituality and ideologies that have sustained time. Why? Because of self-preservation. Whatever they got to do in the moment. Whatever they got to say to fuck around and deceive is what they're willing to do and how far they're willing to take it. You see what I'm saying? So self-preservation is the code. You know? No doubt. I man. This is what I would say though. My little skinny ass. I would definitely say you should do a 1 meal a day and get to that type of habit. I know it's kind of hard, but just 1 meal a day. See definitely drink a lot of water. I should be drinking more water. I'm in love with the juices. I'm in love with my juices, though. Real talk. I had a lot of Hennessy this weekend, so I know I'm dry. I know I'm dehydrated. I've been drinking Henny all weekend. Niggas program. The faster you spend $1, the quicker you make $1, G. Niggas cool. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a hard game, man. It's a hard game out here. The code is not your friend. The code is not your friend. The code is self-preservation, as Sally so poignantly said it. Like that's the like there is nothing honestly like y'all can think that snitching is a bad thing, but if a nigga got a big enough bankroll, he can be a snitch. If a nigga got a big enough bankroll, he could be a federal informant. He could be a cop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there is no rules depending on the size of the bankroll. That's how my uncle used to tell me. He used to say this shit like, don't ever say you a pimp. You know what I mean? He's like a pimp or sell their own ass. You know what I mean? If they go somewhere and a nigga don't wanna and a nigga don't want the bitch and he wants some he wants some ass, the pimp is about his money. He gonna sell his ass. That's what these pimps is about. And the code of the streets ain't against that. Go get your money, little duffel bag boy. You see what I'm saying? The code protects that type of fucking foolishness, and you know what I'm saying? Again, like see that's what makes the culture unnecessary. That's what makes black people don't need black culture because you got the code, and the code is self-preservation. The code is I can do bad by myself. The code is fuck these niggas if they ain't, you know what I mean? Fuck them other niggas because I'm down with my niggas. That's the code. You see what I'm saying? Like you said, these niggas is clones. Like everybody's clone to a self-preservation mentality. And again, like I said, like even the idea of marriage, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit can't work because of shit like the code, because of self-preservation. In the culture, you don't have self-preservation. Like I say, if I'm trying to teach the history of my culture, I'm trying to preserve the culture. If I'm doing fashion right in my traditional fashion, and my traditional style, I'm trying to preserve the tradition. You see what I'm saying? But when you out here getting your money, you don't have any traditions that supersedes how much these motherfuckers is paying. Whatever they paying, go and get your money. You see? So whatever they're paying, my bad, supersedes the code. You see? And that's our sad reality. That's the current state of Black Americans. That's the current state of Black people. So what's more important? Is the code more important than the culture? Like, what would you rather have? And that's the thing. Like, you see right now what we're getting, and I could get it. What did we get from the culture? What do we get from the culture, right? If the culture is so weak that the culture could be broken by the code, if the culture is um so not life giving that it can be, you know, put away to the wayside, you know, what happened to the culture? What's wrong with the culture? Again, you have to understand that your culture is under attack. Like, people are trying to make your culture look weak. They're trying to make your culture look like it's less than and not sustainable. See what I'm saying? I think it's at the point where you want to see your culture thrive and prosper. That's when you realize that the street code isn't going to accomplish that. And it's just, so why do you want your culture, again, why do you want your culture to thrive, right? And survive and prosper? You see what I'm saying? Like, and why would you want the street code to thrive and survive and prosper? You see, like, it's like you, if you're a fat person, you want a lot, you want food in the world. You know what I'm saying? So the goal of the code is to make you get away from your culture. Get away from the people that can warn you, that can tell you that these niggas ain't no good, that these motherfuckers don't want to do good. They can't get right. So the code is to bring you away from. Remember I told y'all about the like what's become a big conversation is the Santa Claus thing. Like, why don't you tell your kids about Santa Claus, right? I heard a lot of people talking about it. Nigga just asked Charleston White that shit, right? And but that's the Santa Claus thing. We find out about Santa Claus through the streets. So then we realize that it's a lot of shit that we learn from the streets that our parents don't tell us. So we start to have a motherfucking affinity for the streets. You know, the streets become like our friend, our secret, you know, source of information. Where'd you hear that? I heard it through the grapevine, the streets, through the mud, right? For all the things that, like, we were sheltered from, and the things that we couldn't learn in the house and shit. So that's how the streets winning. That's how the code is winning, because you don't have you know niggas that tell you the truth about Santa Claus, but then lie to you about how much time you're gonna get. You know what I mean? Niggas will tell you the truth about the government and then lie to you about what they're gonna do with your money. You know what I'm saying? Like this is part of the streets and shit. You give a nigga a little something, and then you take the whole. You take the rest. You know what I'm saying? Like what they call this shit. Paying your dues, right? You gotta pay your dues in these streets. You know? Yeah, like you ever heard niggas like getting niggas running off on they connect, niggas jerking they connect, right? They connect jerking niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like there ain't no code in the streets and shit. And then you can't you know? And then and it's about the stronger. Like I said, they want you to be on your own. You go try to do something illegal and they rob you on your illegal transaction. Oh, I was just trying to buy drugs and my drug dealer robbed me. Well, who do you call? You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine that times 10. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how the streets get you. That's how they get us from our culture, get us from the right thing, from waiting, being patient and trusting ourselves and taking this short chance, this fast money and shit. We think that, hey man, I'm better than, I'm slicker than, it ain't gonna happen to me. I know I can get away. Until the nigga next to you, the nigga that told you how to do it, tell on you. To the nigga like, that's what I'm saying. Like niggas is weird. People want you to get caught. People don't. You know what I mean? Like, cause they don't know how to keep their mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to. They want to tell everybody what they seen you did, what they hyped you up to did. Like, yeah, man, I tell that nigga that nigga did it. Put a bat in that nigga back, and that nigga did it. He gonna rep you. He gonna give you a rep right into the motherfucking to the jailhouse and shit. You be Kane, the nigga showing everybody the tape. Yeah, the code is the opposite of the culture. And like you say, as you become older, you realize that's when you realize. Like, and again, like, see, and you might have to be a parent. You know what I'm saying? To come when it's like, damn, I can't even like, yo, like it's like I live in. It's a difference. Ain't nobody take their kids out in the city on Halloween. It wasn't no kids out. Niggas ain't even have to go buy candy because you know ain't nobody coming out. You see what I'm saying? It used to be everybody was a kid was out. You know what I'm saying? It used to be you knew that somebody was that every you could knock on every door and they had candy. You knew that. But now you can't. Now you're not taking your kids outside and trusting them that nobody out here is going to put something stupid in some candy. You done heard all the negative stories. You done heard what people put in apples. Remember niggas used to give out apples and shit. Oh, don't take the apple. They put a razor blade in the apple. They how expensive that is. They do it. But you and me and parents that love their kids, they want them to grow up in a place and grow up in a lifetime where they ain't got to do that. So they keep their niggas in the house. They ain't gonna send them outside to walk up and down no street to get some candy that could kill them. They rather not. They rather buy them some candy and sit around the house. You see what I'm saying? So times have changed. We've grown up, but we don't activate and we don't take action on the shit that we all feeling. Cause again, when I ride around the joint, I'm looking, I'm like, yo, it hit me. I'm like, yo, like we are not us. We are hostages. We have been subjected to another. Because again, I tell you, Halloween is our thing, right? So we have been subjected to some other thing now, some other people's culture, and we are afraid. Like, we are really afraid. We don't want to send our kids out to trick or treat. We are afraid. It's free candy. I'm in a white boy neighborhood. They out in droves. I mean, gang banging. Like, motherfuckers out here on the corner. It be like 6 on this corner, 6 on that corner. So we gotta feel the same way. Shells is right. We gotta say we want our children, or not, again, that might be when it comes when you say, "Cool, I don't want my kids to grow up like this. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I want them to have the better or the best of what I had." But in some cities, and where I live in Philadelphia, we've just accepted it. Nope, times change. Can't go outside. Can't trust these niggas. Live on this block my whole life, but I wouldn't walk my kids up. What? That's crazy. Know everybody, see everybody. You can't even walk up your own block. People don't even walk up their own block no more. It's 25, it's 20 houses on this side, 21 houses on that side. You be cool as a kid, just on your own block, but they don't even do that. We don't even do that, right? And the reason why I'm telling y'all this is important is because what Shelly just said is like we're at a state where we should be wanting more. We should be at a state where we should be seeing that we cannot give our kids more. We can't even give them the basic shit that we have. So I'm telling about our parents. Like, our parents can't even help us with the basic shit because the shit has changed and they've accepted it. Everybody's accepted it. We can't sit here and accept that we can't take our kids up the street. Like, next year, we need to form, like, niggas gotta form on they block. Okay, cool. When the sun set, we in a house. But who's the block captain? Miss Dottie. Okay, Miss Dottie. What we gonna do is from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, we gonna walk our kids up this block and we gonna look out for each other. They ain't got to leave. We can put a rope on the corner or some shit. But we got to have a sense of something that we can control, something that we can trust. There are good people out here. I want this thing to continue. Like I said, I don't believe in Christmas. I'm not celebrating Christmas, but there are people who want the kids to wake up to toys. They want that to happen. They want to see that grow, right? So every year they put up a tree. Every year that they continue to, you know what I'm saying? Put the decorations in. So that's what we got to think about. Like Shelly said, you know, it comes a point, and that's the point where we are as a race. We are there right now. We are there. We can't just accept that we can't trust the niggas on our block. Who can accept that shit? So we can't accept that. We can't look at life as we're hostages and we have to you know lock our doors. You know what I mean? Like deadbolts. Antisocial is the new word. I mean, antisocial is the reality right now. Antisocial is I gave up. Not even about money and shit. I've been seeing a lot of people in parks, a lot of people walking, a lot of like, dates have been like free type of dates. You know what I'm saying? But antisocial is the I don't trust people. I don't want to be around people that I don't trust. So it's like, it's kind of hard to say that they're a weirdo because they are. It's like, again, the only people that want to be around people right now is niggas sticking to the code. It ain't no cultural events. It ain't no events where we could go to as a and represent, you know, something other than self-preservation. Because damn, that's basically, I mean, Shelly hit it on the head. It's basically that versus is you versus um us, right? Self-preservation versus the people that say that there's a we, that there's a power in us, versus a nigga saying, fuck us, I'ma enslave them all. You know what I mean? I'm a manipulate them all. I'm a use them all. User. You see? So antisocial is a defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's hard not to be, you know what I'm saying, in defense right now. You know? Now again, I'm not saying, you know, what they call them niggas that don't go out the house and shit. What they call them niggas? Like a claustrophobic or some shit. I don't know. No, that's people that's in tight places. I don't know. I forgot the name of the shit. The people that don't leave the house, but yeah, if it's like a clinical thing, you know what I mean. I get it, but I'm saying to me, I'm thinking the whole fucking community is antisocial at this particular point. Everybody's antisocial. You know, like I say, to me, the weirdo is at the club right now. The weirdo is popping bottles. Those are the weirdos. The weirdos is the niggas that's trying to stick to the code right now. When the code, like when niggas see that the code don't benefit nobody, and like, you know what I mean? Those are the weirdos. The niggas that's still trying to push a code right now. When, like I say, in the like week, everybody can see right now. That's the antisocial thing. That's why you don't trust niggas, because niggas is too woke. Niggas, I say that niggas need a nap shit. Niggas is too woke. So you know what I mean? The weirdos is the niggas that's still trying to act like niggas ain't woke. The weirdo is the niggas that still like, you know, slow motion and shit, still trying to party their life away and not trying to deal with what we got at hand and shit. Or whatever that is. You know what I say? You know how many motherfuckers is in foreclosure? You know how many motherfuckers has got their car notes behind and about to be repoed? I mean, it's the end of the month. You got taxes and tax bills on properties and all types of fucking, you know, realities and shit. So who's out here balling? That's the new weirdo. That's why I'm saying, like, for me, like, I don't, you know, I can do stuff, but I don't feel it. I be looking out and I'm seeing people and it's weird. Ain't nobody trying to ball right now. The nigga balling is the weirdo. The nigga trying to act like he balling is a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Like the antisocial nigga right now is fucking. Unfortunately, them niggas is normal. You know what I mean? The nigga that get their news off the, you know, off the fucking blogs and shit. That's the normal shit. Like I said, like I'm saying, like we don't, like you don't need the street no more. That's why you can have, you know, um, all of these snitches that's rappers and shit, right? And they selling big records and they still popular. They still popular. Nobody cares if a nigga is a snitch anymore. You see what I'm saying? Because the new normal, you know what I'm saying? It's like, see, the new normal is everybody fits in. As long as you looking out for yourself, like like I said, like you have to understand, like hip hop is not control. Like hip hop was part of black culture, but it's not black culture no more. That's that whole no snitching, all that shit. That's the black culture part. That's not the hip hop part, because all these rappers are informants. All these rappers are, you know, government operatives and things of that sort, right? So we don't know that. We just watch it. We think it's entertainment and shit. But then we come to find out later down the line and shit that this whole thing is a government program. This whole, you know, rap shit is the CIA, right? So rap is the street code. Rap is self-preservation. What's different about rap? Like nobody hates on niggas that do some dumb shit and rap shit if they win, if they get a bag. Like that was the thing about the Little Nas. Little Nas like could be gay, but he getting a bag. So niggas was kind of like, You know what I'm saying? Like you could drown out the culture. You can drown out the truth in this modern day era and shit. You know what I'm saying? Little Nas X, Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? Like you can drown out the truth and shit. Right? And make self-preservation the law, the rule of the day. That's what counts. At least he home. He out here getting his money. That's a dope song. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, you know? They watched their kids. They didn't feel like they was under siege and shit, you know? And that's where we at right now. That's what we gotta work on. And it's the code. The code again, see, like you understand. We think that the code is going to benefit you in the long run. There is no benefit from this shit in the long run. It's again, none of these skills are skills you can use when you become an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like when you grow up, past manipulation and deception and shit, these cutthroat, backbiting, you know, them tactics don't work and shit. You don't use them every day. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to love somebody, you're not trying to deceive them. You know what I mean? You're not trying to manipulate them into love. You're just trying to demonstrate your love. You know what I mean? If you care about somebody, you're just trying to demonstrate how much you care. But if you're trying to manipulate somebody into loving you and so you could use them for whatever that is, again, like, you know what I mean? If a nigga don't want to be with you and you gotta manipulate him to be with you and shit, then that ain't nothing. You ain't gonna be happy. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, the whole shit is turned upside down. And this is where we start to put the pieces together though, because we gotta get out of self-preservation. Self-preservation to me, like I say, like, yo, why did I not be a real estate agent? Why was I and I stopped and shit? Because I told y'all this shit is a scam, it's a hustle, it's the worst fucking thing in the world, and I couldn't be a part of it. Like, yeah, like it was, again, it's just something to have. I wasn't like trying to be super real estate, man. We just got properties, and if you're gonna buy properties, why not, you know, get it for cheap and all this shit. But why couldn't I just keep in my back of my mind all this shit? Because I knew what the shit was. I'm like, yo, this shit's a scam. Shit's a big ass hustle, and all these niggas is in on this shit. So right now, what's going on is that the National Association of Realtors, the shit that you supposed to join, everybody got to join this shit, right? To be a realtor, you got to join this shit. They just got sued for like $4 billion because the price fixing, and the way this shit is set up is like, the way this shit is set up is a hustle. It's a hustle. Like you got to deal with another broker. All the brokers deal with each other and shit. And if you working with somebody, you gotta work for a broker. It's like a drug game. You know what I'm saying? And so these niggas keep the prices high as shit, and they only let you sell the the shit that they friends has got, and you can't fuck with certain people because they not down with the hustle. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Them niggas got sued, right? And they gotta pay all these billions of dollars. They saying like, oh, everybody getting something, right? But that's life. Like, when do you get to decide in your life if you want to be a part of a scam or not? When do you get to? And again, I'm telling you, I got family and friends still doing the real estate shit. That's their thing. I told them it was a scam, and they laughed at me. They knew it was a scam. You know what I mean? But it's a scam that was working. But it's just like, how long you gonna fucking participate in this shit? You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if the shit work. I don't give a fuck if some like certain shit don't even matter to me. If it worked, hey man, I can't if I can't sleep with myself, if I can't think about it, I don't want to do it. The mark in the dark. What's that mean? We up on the 1 hour mark. Thank you guys for hanging out. What does that mean? The mark in the dark. Yeah, I don't know what that means. But yeah, we definitely don't fuck with. We don't need that cold shit. We don't need none of that. We need culture. We need to get out of self preservation and we need to get into loving and caring about ourselves and our community. Again, I talk about oneness, that is self preservation, but it's not self preservation and the code. It is self preservation of the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's knowing your embodiment. It's knowing what you represent. It's knowing what you are encompassing. That's self-preservation, but again, it's cultural preservation, it's knowledge preservation, it's food preservation, it's agricultural preservation, it's clothing manufacturing preservation, it's child rearing preservation, it's medicinal preservation. You see, like there is no preservation from the cold. There is nothing that you want to save and to keep and to take and to use in the future with the cold and shit. You want to get out away from it and far away from it. Move out into the suburbs and shit, like Tony Soprano, and raise your kids up in a private school. I hope they never hear about the cold, right? That's what we want. But they get us on TV thinking that we want to be self-preservation, that we don't want to be bigger than that. We not more than that. That we just all out here individuals on our own and shit. And that's not a true thing. We are not individuals. We are one. We are encompassing. You see? We are embodying. So what we embody is what we want to preserve. Don't you want the net? Like I say, that's the beautiful thing about what Shelly was saying earlier, is that the good things that you get, you want to prosper. You want them to be able to prosper. The shit that you learn. Like I told my mom, like she made me take her to the hospital. She called me like, "Yo, I'm sick." My dad, I'm like, "Okay." Now I'm asking her the whole ride. What would you do if I called you and said that I was sick? What would you do? Stop running to these whiteboards every time you get a stomach ache. Now, what would you do? I don't know. I don't know. It's really bad. It's really bad. I'm like, now come on, think. And I told y'all when she got there, they told her, here, take some milk of magnesia, some over the counter shit. I'm like, this the shit you give me as a child. You see what I'm saying? So at a certain point, we don't want to preserve the shit. At a certain point, we become so involved in getting money and self-preserving that we want to just buy everything. I can afford the doctor. I can afford the best this and the most expensive that because I've been taking care of myself and I've been looking out for number one and all of this shit. When you don't need to spend all your money if you just would have remembered that, put a little bit of Vaseline on your tongue. Drink a little bit of milk of magnesia. Some what is this shit? Um Tums. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta get out of that mentality that we can buy everything that's expensive because it has nothing to do with us. We don't need to buy some of this stuff. All of this stuff is we have preserved. We have preserved the secrets to health. You see, we've preserved the secrets to wealth and shit. And once we continue to know our culture, continue to know our design, then those things where we can find out that they were worth the preservation. You know. Repetition, trauma, and symbols. Okay. I don't know what that means. I missed that one. The code provides for the addiction of instant gratification. No doubt. That's one of my problems and shit. I like lump sum money. It's hard to let it like to not get it big, a lump sum. I'm just used to getting a lump sum. It's that instant gratification. It's that, you know what I mean? It's that instant you tricked the nigga. Aha, I tricked you. I played you. I finessed you. I worked you. It's that instant gratification, like you said. You know? Like that's the thing when niggas said the fast life. You know? That's not a motherfucking that's not a misnomer. That's an actual thing. The fast life, you know? When things come fast. It's addictive. Fast money, fast women, fast cars, right? Fast men, right? It's the fast life. You see what I'm saying? And it becomes addictive. You start thinking that, yeah, man, like shit, all I gotta do is mind my business and get my fast money. You know what I'm saying? And you and you'll see what's going on around you and shit. That's like what Uncle was saying and shit. What Uncle was saying he could sit up in a crack house and get high all day for free. That's the equivalent, like, of the cold. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, I've seen the wildest shit. Like, the code is as long as he's getting his, he don't give a fuck about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Self-preservation. I gotta get high. So, hey, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And it's fast. It's a dick. I mean, it's like, yo, man, like I said, like throwing money. Throwing money is the silliest thing in the world. But it's fast money. Like like me, I'm telling myself and shit. I like to I like to like what is this shit called? I like to put pressure on myself, right? I like to challenge myself. That's what the shit is. And I don't have too many challenges, right? So a lot of us do the same thing. Like we like to challenge. Like I said, like you gotta think about it. Like a lot of us we like to challenge ourselves. So we put ourselves into adverse situations so we can watch ourselves get out of it. We put ourselves into hard into rocks and hard in between rocks and hard places to watch ourselves get out of it. You see what I'm saying? And that's an addiction as well. And that because again we're looking for ways to, like again it's like we don't understand like the thrill of being successful and like that's the street thing too that you were saying, the instant gratification. When you pull a play and it worked and oop, you just pulled the play on the nigga, you just tricked the nigga, you just finessed the nigga, and you feel smarter than the nigga. Add that in there too. You know what I mean? Now not only are you did you get your money, but you're also smarter than this nigga. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's all types of gratification. There's all type of adrenalines and pheromones flying off in your body. You know what I mean? That creates that feeling, that sensation that, oh, I want to do it again. I want to be smarter than these niggas. I'm gonna come out here and finesse these niggas and show these niggas that they ain't smarter than me. You know, that they can't get more money than me. You know what I'm saying? Like again, like I got some friends. They used to they scout tickets. You know what I mean? And they will all go make fake tickets And then at the end of the night, they would say who sold the most fake tickets, and it'd be a thing who could sell the most fake tickets. You know what I'm saying? The finesse of a fake ticket. You know what I mean? And these niggas was crazy. They would go on the road. They would follow this white boy named Jimmy Buffett. I'm sure everybody probably heard of Jimmy Buffett. White boy Jimmy Buffett and the Parrot Show. They sell out every summer all over the country. And these niggas will follow them around with fake tickets for every show and sell it and get excited about it and be adrenaline rushing and be like running around like they got real tickets. Like, you know what I mean? Like running around and arguing with you. No, this get you in. This, that, like, you know what I'm saying? It's that finesse. It's that I'm smarter than the average bear and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm smarter than the average bear. I'm too cool to get caught. I'm too smart to get caught. You know what I mean? Like all of those different things. Like again, it's like you living on the edge and shit. That's an adrenaline rush. Every time you on a roller coaster, every time you go fast in the car, it's exciting. And it's the same way with being an outlaw, with being a crook or a scammer and shit. Because deep down inside, everybody want to get caught. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like these, we're all crying for help. Like for real. Like again, you have to understand, like we like these, like we want to get caught. We don't want to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? We want to, but this is all we got. This is all we know. So we gonna justify this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make this thing, look good and feel right. But don't nobody want to do this shit. What she say? Proof we would have been better off knowing that herbal remedies, but that wasn't passed down, taught and preserved, so we rely on tums. And I mean, it's a lost art. The culture is lost. It's a lost art. You know, what like again, the conversations that we have here. It's a lost art. You know what I mean? You gotta think about it. Shit. Why would I sit here and make my own remedy when I could buy it from the fucking store and shit? Because I've been self-preserved. I could afford it. And that's how we lose everything. And like I say, like, we so excited about what we can get. We so excited about what we can pay for it, spending it and food. These, like, again, I tell you, like, for me, like, it's like spending money is fun because you got money, right? It makes you feel like, hey, I'm not a nigga that don't got money. Like, you know what I'm saying? These are part of the addictions. These are part of that gratification and shit. I don't, you know what I'm saying? If I don't want to feel bad about myself, let me go spend money. If I don't want to fuck around and feel like I'm less than a nigga, let me go buy something that's more expensive than a nigga. You see what I'm saying? And then once I spend that money, I'm gratified. Okay, I knew I wasn't broke. I knew I wasn't poor. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we don't have to do what everybody does. We can continue to fight for culture, because that's what I think we're about here. That's what we have to be about. We have to put culture ahead of this bullshit ass code about us, ahead of self preservation. Again, unless you are oneness, if you are not a one, if you are not one, then self preservation is not your goal. Higher selfishness should not be your goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Like if you don't know that there's more to life than, hey, you might have to be self preserved and shit. But when you know that there's more to life, it's about oneness. It's about the reflection of you. You know what I'm saying? And can, like I say, like, I really believe that there are other people out here that's in this shit. So my thing is to find these people and get this thing going, you know? And that's what you like, that's how we should come to feel. It's not about like you want to preserve yourself so that way you can then help the preservation of all the things that you embody and shit. When niggas say women and children, like save the women and children first, it's because that's preservation. The women is going to teach the children of whatever happened this day. You know what I'm saying? How victorious or how fucking much suckers we was. You know what I mean? And they're gonna get to live. They're gonna let them know that we was such and such, and we come from such and such and such and such. And this is how we go out. We warriors. You see? So self-preservation is the opposite of black culture, of American Indian culture. The code is the enemy of American Indian culture. Like again, like the code is the black people thing. You know what I'm saying? Because like you gotta understand, like we are so programmed to not really like to really hate other black people. We're not afraid of black people, but again, we hate black people. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga do something to you, it's worse. You ready to kill a nigga. Every time a nigga do something, say something, step on your shoes, disrespect you, it's worse when a nigga do it. You see what I'm saying? Everything that a black person do to another black person is like you. It's like you. It's like, bro, he's the worst black person in the world because he did it to another black person. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get ourselves together. We got to get our mind state into the culture. You know, into oneness, into loving and protecting each other. You know what I mean? So that way they can one day, or embody and or one day demonstrate what they already embody. You know what I'm saying? But again, like, you gotta understand, like when you on the cold shit, you can't give a fuck about nobody. When you in the streets, you can't trust nobody. You can't have no real friends. Robert De Niro said, and I don't. He says, what he say? I'm always ready to walk around that corner. And what he said, I'm always ready to get going anytime I feel like heat coming around the corner. That's the streets. When the heat's coming around the corner, them niggas is ready to go. Fuck family, fuck friends, huh? Ain't no code of the streets, bro. This shit is self-preservation at its worst. There is no benefits of the shit. Like you gotta understand that. As soon as we understand that, we can start focusing on our culture. We can start focusing on how we can preserve the best things of us. Because scamming and stealing from the people, manipulating and um, deceiving is not the best of the people. That's not what we want to keep. That's not what we want to push. We don't want to push thievery and deception. No doubt. No doubt. Alrighty then. OG Green Machine in the building. It's been a long time. Thought I left you. A lot of strong Ronnie capture. What's up, OG? In the building. It's good to have OG back in the building. I feel like he one of my day ones. I gotta apologize here if I'm smiling a lot. One of the day ones. God mods. Yeah, no. Super killer. We love OG Green Machine. What's going on the beach? How's life on the beach? Yes, don't mind me, y'all. We're in the last half hour, so any conversation y'all want to talk about, we can talk about. You know, OG might came here to scold me and tell me to slow down. But I'm listen, man. We about to get into some. Listen, man. I'm ready to get. Man, listen, man. I'm just having fun, man. You know, I'm just having fun out here. I be trying to get everybody riled up. I got a good way of doing it. You know what I mean? I said I be just having fun out here, man. Keeping the people charged up, keeping the people, you know, motivated and focused. My God, I see you like you the man around this joint. You're the man around this joint. Definitely the man around this joint though. You know, big up to the God. You everywhere. You a mod in everybody group. You got the whole shit popping nowadays. No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, man, but that's what it is though. I'm glad you know what I mean. I'm glad you're out here having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Banging on them niggas and shit. Letting that shit loose. You be everywhere too. I ain't gonna front. You be everywhere. You be killing these niggas. That's what's up, man. Like, and that's what I'm saying. I'm about to, we about to have some fun, but we, like you say, these niggas never laid a glove on you. How they never lay a glove on you? Cause that work, boy. You got that work. So when you got that work, it's like I don't have nobody to argue with, nobody to fight with. You know, we just celebrating our win, our already won. Just living a good life, man. Like, one day at a time. We moseying. That's the shit I'm trying to get back to. I'm trying to get the mosey on down and some shit. About the mosey on down yonder. Take my time and shit, man. Like, and stop trick. Cause again, that's what Shelly's saying. That instant gratification. That's a bitch. That's some dumb stuff. We out here chasing instant gratification. So am I. So am I. You know? And that's why I'm telling y'all, like, I gotta stop trying to be so hard, like trying to make everything difficult for myself. When the shit going good, I gotta find a struggle, a challenge, not a struggle, a challenge. I'm the best at shit, so I gotta figure out how can I be better at some shit. And we don't need to do that. Like I say, there's nothing to be better at certain points. If you win a championship, like I told Kendrick or some shit, or whoever niggas is, if you win a Grammy, nigga, do a victory lap. When you win something, sometimes you gotta sit back and enjoy your win. You know what I'm saying? And we won. We are winners. And I gotta stop pushing myself past points that I don't need to be at and shit. Learn how to enjoy the win. Learn how to enjoy success and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm telling you, I never get to be successful and shit. It's always another challenge, always something impossible that they want a nigga to do. You know what I'm saying? Something impossible that a nigga like is supposed to be doing and shit. Like I told y'all what the girl called me, like, what you got going on? Nothing. I have nothing going on. You see? Everybody wants you to have something going on. I don't have nothing going on. I'm celebrating what I already achieved in life. I'm telling you, it's a good harvest. No matter what somebody else might think. No matter what I might think. You know what I mean? But to OG though, like it's gonna be funny to see how many people going not salute the American Indian Heritage Month. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like by the end of this month, bro, it's gonna be a wrap. Like I'm telling y'all, like whatever, like that's why I'm like pressing niggas and shit. I'm pressing niggas. Like, come on, act tough, do something, go hard. Like, come on, step it up. Cause I'm really playing with you. I'm really about to leave this shit. Like when I mentioned Dane and all these other people, these weird people, you know what I mean? Y'all know I'm getting y'all excited. Yeah, I'm putting y'all into yourselves again and shit. Now niggas is doing all types of shit and trying to keep up and catch up and got videos out and shit. Like I say, one nigga was quiet. You know, I'll touch a nigga. I say a nigga name and now a nigga got videos out. And now he acting like he friends with this other nigga and shit because I mentioned his name. The user got it. But that's what I want y'all to do. Come on out. Because again, at the end of this month, it's a wrap, bro. Y'all have to understand, like, I've already done so much. You know what I mean? Like, I've already done so much. Like, they won't. I mean, they will. They won't. But I mean, they about they about their money and shit. See, the thing, like I say, the thing about niggas and why they can't ever get to where they want to be influential, or they really want to be at, is because, like you say, like people can see that they not trying to pick it up and carry it, not just pick it up as a conversation and then they argue with you, put it back down. Like you gotta pick it up and carry this motherfucker. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I shouldn't have to tell niggas that y'all not celebrating. Like this is how you create loyalty to motherfuckers. Like why aren't y'all being loyal to your people? Like that's the thing I was saying with the shit. You know what I mean? You can't, like you said, you can't be picking this shit up and putting this shit down. You gotta do this shit. Like this is you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Nobody was hollering Indian. Like Indian is the dirty word and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was a dirty word. You know? Went to war with all them niggas. And now you am out and all they groups and shit. You know what I mean? Everybody we killed, you know what I mean? They had to bow down to a nigga, give up wrenches and shit. Like, you know? Yeah, but they wasn't on no Indian shit. And it's okay though, because like I say, like for me, like you say, wasn't nobody on this shit. We had to do a lot to get people to get on this shit. That shit was hard. Shit was hard to get these niggas out here and be representing this shit, standing in this shit, picking this shit up. That shit was hard. And I'm still doing this shit. Like I say, if every time I say a nigga name and some old sly shit about a nigga, you get upset, he not paying attention. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these niggas ain't paying attention. Like they shouldn't be getting upset because I keep these niggas fucking relevant, nigga. Because I tell y'all, the sad part is I come here to help y'all niggas, you know, do what y'all say y'all want to do and shit. Because y'all don't stop me and y'all don't help me, you know. But yeah, it's like we was doing this shit since day one. When nobody was thinking about the shit. When niggas was talking about it's gonna be mainstream and niggas looked at me like I was crazy. We was doing shit. Yeah, bro. And, you know, having a good time with it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, man, if I'm doing something, it's for you, buddy. It's for the culture. We're bigging up the culture. We're bigging up the motherfucking, you know what I mean? The the algorithm. Like, I'm not hating on niggas. I'm trying to keep y'all in the loop. Cause again, I'm telling y'all, like, I'm just too much. You know what I mean? We just too much for this shit. That's all this shit is. Like, we just too much. And I gotta do what I gotta do to keep this shit to keep this shit moving and shit. That's what I'm saying. Niggas can't tell me when not to spaz out. Niggas can't tell me when not to start shooting the niggas and take off heads. If I feel like I gotta, like, whatever we gotta do to keep the shit right and righteous, and I got to do what the fuck I got to do. I don't give a fuck if y'all like me and shit. Like I say, y'all like a lot of motherfuckers, and it ain't do nothing. Y'all liked a lot of motherfuckers, and it ain't help us. You know what I mean? Like, that's some weird ass self preservation shit. You like it, niggas, and they don't like you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck this shit. Right about people that like us. But again, like I say, I mean, I'm more interested in the culture than trying to be friends. Like, again, if I can just, because like I tell you, it's people that like them. You know what I mean? Like, so fuck it. If niggas like you for the culture, you should be doing some shit. If I gotta say some shit to keep you pushed up and motivated, cool. But you know, I mean, I mean everything I say, of course. But I'm saying I can be so harder. I am so raw and vicious. I know how I do. I hurt niggas' feelings and can be mashing up on niggas. But we not doing that. We just trying to let niggas know what's going on. And I see niggas, you know, I see what niggas doing. I see what niggas not doing. That shit is corny to me. Both ways. The lukewarm niggas that's not doing nothing. Either you hating or you supporting. You know what I mean? And all the niggas trying to mix the dope, trying to add. And that's what I'm saying. And that's how y'all don't really get the loyalty of the niggas. Like you said, pushing this Indian shit. Niggas don't understand that that's what the wave was. It's not a fucking aboriginal or indigenous movement. Y'all just trying to mix the people. See, like so I'm saying, like, these niggas think they doing something because they got people. You got Africans, you got fucking all types of foreigners and white people. No disrespect to white people, but you don't have the people that you think you have. The movement. You know what I mean? If you did, they wouldn't be like, niggas, everybody that come to me say you doing this. You got everybody coming off this bullshit. You see these last couple niggas that came here to fight, they wanted to fight me because they like you doing this shit. They knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about no aboriginal shit. It's not about indigenous. It's about you gotta stand on something. Who the fuck is looking out for the American Indian? If I want to find history, I gotta go do research about American Indians. It ain't no indigenous tribes that you come from or I come from. You come from Indian tribes with names. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, stop the dumb shit, man. I don't have time for these niggas. And I'm saying y'all could have a stronger impact on the people if you pick a side. I get it. You getting YouTube views and YouTube money, but y'all not happy. Y'all gotta steal my information. See, if you, that's the thing I'm saying too. Like, if you got an audience, you're trying to cater to your audience, my nigga. Like, why are you like? That's what I'm saying. Like, and a nigga show this one nigga, like, this how niggas don't think. A nigga said I got 1 million views on a video. Showed 1 million views. The video got 5,000 likes and reactions. Like, 1 million people seen it. Only 5,000 people reacted. I get 5,000. I mean, on a post, on a picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is that important? Because again, who want a whole bunch of people that don't fuck with you looking at your shit? Who want a whole bunch of motherfuckers that you can't help looking at your shit? I'm telling niggas I'm coming for the Indians. I'm only worried about niggas is fucking with Indians and trying to disrespect Indians. I'm fighting for Indians. I need black Indian defenders. You see what I'm saying? We not mixing the dope up. We worried about people here in America. It's easy to fuck around and try to add on somebody else's shit. But that's not what the people want. The people don't care about everybody else right now because everybody else don't give a fuck about us. We see that right now and shit. We ain't got no African connects. Ain't sending us no care packages. Nothing. Ain't that it? I just had to go back about 9 years to prove that PK was first. She said 9 years. Well, it's longer than that, right? But the thing is, when I was out here doing that, right, that's when I was going through my little crisis and shit. That's why I'm not mad at niggas like that have to like take a break and niggas that like if you really get this shit, you might go through a fucking crisis. Like you gotta get out the matrix. So yeah, like I said, I knew Unc and all them niggas before they started. They all was they whatever, right? From infancy. We was going at each other. Siberia live on my block. But I'm looking at what these niggas is trying to do, and I'm like, they're never gonna do it. I know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to save the world. And I'm like, I will never do it fucking with these niggas in this little ass information circle. Not the internet, but just they little click and circles and how they going about it. Like they like again, you gonna be famous for this stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like if you really fuck with these niggas, they entertain us. They gonna be famous for the silly shit. So yeah, 9 years ago, I had to chill. But you can look. I don't know if I showed them. I took probably hit them all. But when I went to, that's when I was living in Philly. But then I moved to LA and was doing the other thing, right? The TV stuff and all that extra shit, right? And the movies and all of that. But I had to get out of my mind of Philly and just stop being with like I can't be these niggas. I can't be on the internet trying to, you know what I mean? I need a TV station. I need everything I need to have in my life. And I need to go to Hollywood in the mix of the motherfucking beast, the better the belly, and go get this shit. So yeah, I was here when it wasn't no Indians. It was oh, shout out to Revolutionary Inc. I'm supposed to be on his ass. I'll be forgetting. But he was here. And that's probably why Dane would never try to be my friend, right? Because I'm friends with Revolutionary. The nigga that he probably bit his whole style from, right? I don't know. But again, Revolutionary Inc. was here. Um, and it was, some niggas mixing the dope and shit. But nobody was just Indian. Like, I'm just Indian. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say to these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, the few Indians that push the whole movement behind the scenes. I think they know who we are, but you have to push them to do the right. Yeah, that's it. Like I say, it's not personal. All these niggas know who I am. You don't see all these niggas coming here and fight and all this shit, and niggas come here and just to say hello and shout out to these niggas and shit. You know what I mean? But again, like I used to tell you, it's like I knew what type of people I needed. Like you said, like some of the type of niggas that you ain't gotta push too hard to do the right thing. I'm not right. Like again, like you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like how you gotta keep pushing niggas too hard. Some of these niggas are they trying to get their money. If you gonna keep like one nigga make a video about migrations from Africa and then make another video about we not all from Africa. If you gonna say you migrated from Africa, how you not from Africa? Y'all, they don't know how to stop with the bullshit, just to disconnect it. They want to keep getting all this money. They want to get all these views and all these likes from other people and shit. Talking about aliens and talking about fucking, you know, the conspiracy shits, which is cool. But that's not what I came for. You know what I mean? I came here to put the Indian on a wave, to make the Indian mainstream. I know it's not. I get it. It's not your dream. Y'all just riding the wave. I had to use niggas how I had to use niggas. Period. You know, and I appreciate y'all for coming out. But yeah, y'all niggas, shit. I gotta push y'all niggas. Like, and Dane know the difference. Dane did a video one time. He was like, "Yo, I realized what I'm doing wrong. I gotta stay I'm American Indian. I gotta start pushing this shit." And he was doing it, but he stopped. He stopped, and that's how he stopped losing his motherfucking. Like I'm telling you, like you'll lose. Like again, the other nigga. How did the other nigga copycat become anything? How did copycat become anything? Talk about this, y'all. they kicked him out the Aboriginals. And then he started claiming Indian. He started banging on the Aboriginals because we was banging on the Aboriginals, right? So when he took that step, because remember, we used to say they the misfit Indians, the island of misfits, right? But I still say they was Indians though, right? But when he came over and was Indian, unapologetically Indian, fuck the Aboriginals, they bullshit and they mixing the dope. That's when that nigga blew up. Of course, he kept taking my shit, right, and is using my dope, he's using my information, and he's just, he's funny, right? But he kept it 1,000. Shout out to that nigga, like, you know what I mean? That's why these other niggas ain't. You don't want to, like, look. Think about how many niggas, like I say, like how many niggas have came and went, like trying to blow up, but they not Indian. They be mixing the dope, and they don't get the loyalty that they think they want. They got other people in their chat. In they fucking shit. They don't know it, but they know it because they don't nobody do what the fuck. Nobody do what they say. Nobody listen to these niggas. Don't nobody move with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Niggas don't react. Like I say, the thing about this shit is that I want niggas to react. How you gonna have a movement if I'm by myself? You know what I'm saying? Like, he said he was the one giving them niggas good references to look up until you told me to walk in silence because them CIA agents African. Okay. Well, shout out to another brother I asked to move in silence, which is Real Rap, who I be seeing on Sinetta TV doing his thizzle. And Real Rap can be a motherfucking a household name because Real Rap is the fucking Indian. I don't give a fuck what they trying to. I could do his genealogy for him and show him what the thing is. But he's these niggas. You don't gotta be mixing your dope. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to you, Texas, too. Cause, and again, not to say that you gotta get these niggas. Listen, he say he peep. So I don't listen. You know, it is what it is and shit. You peep the game and shit. As long as you peep that shit. At Cherokee. Yeah, Natchez, right? If you go to Facebook, the Natchez video has got more views than everything right now. And Natchez views is probably like it's doing. I ain't gonna lie, it's like at 20,000 views right now, and that's not a million views. Shout out to y'all, but it's like 20,000 views, 200 shares. Like to me, like I tell y'all, man, to me the stuff that I really be liking is when y'all share the shit. If I get 100 shares on a video or 100 shares on a post, that's when I know this shit is fucking working and shit. I like the likes and appreciation and stuff, but again, like I say, I don't push. No, I don't never say like this or share this or nothing. But like I feel like I'm doing my part. You know what I mean? When I got the shit that like again, Facebook is crazy because you can take it from Facebook and put it on your page. You know what I mean? So when Facebook people take it and they put it on their page, it's showing you that niggas is fucking with you. So yeah, like a lot of our joints, we get a lot of 100 shares and you know, and that's what I like to see. You know what I'm saying? But the Natchez is that Great American Empire shit. Like again, like I understand. Like I don't want to dislike anybody. Y'all don't see me. I don't just run around just keep dissing Cherokees and shit. But I have to be honest with us. We have to be able to be the ones who can handle the truth, who can put up with the dumb shit. You know what I mean? Who not soft. So, and I love you and appreciate you too. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, even with this thing, like you gotta understand. Like I gotta understand that. Like I say, like when I told y'all, like this shit hurt me, bro. Like watching them niggas. And I would try to help Unc and them niggas. Like I say, I was y'all niggas. I was fucking I'm not a coincidence. Imagine that. I'm not a coincidence on Unk's show and Ishmael's show, right? The Amara Squad show. I'm not a coincidence. I'm going to these niggas show every fucking week trying to give these niggas good references. You know what I'm saying? Like they like, why are you always coming around these abos and if you African? Well, I used to always go around the Africans, and I was the only Indian and shit. And like I said, it was no Amara Squad, but I used to beat Unk up and I used to beat Ishmael up, the Muslim. So they came together as the Amara Squad. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's you know what I mean. You gotta fight this shit. You gotta go into these places if you really love your peoples and your brothers and shit. You go into these places and you give them good references. You give them good information and shit. Like you really, like I said, like the thing about it, like even with me and Unc, he might be mad at me, but he know that everything I'm doing with him is out of love. I'm not trying to rob him. I'm not trying to lie. I'm not trying to embarrass him. I was hurt. He was. I mean, you know what I mean. Like, and he accepted what I had to say about him. But the point is, when y'all go to these places, it's because y'all love these niggas and shit. I used to do this shit, so I'm not. I mean, I can respect this shit, but I have to be so beyond this shit. I gotta be so. You know what I'm saying? Like when you got the power to start wars and win wars, not just start a war, but start a war and win that motherfucker. You gotta be more, strategic, and you gotta be more poised. So it's like, I can't just be arguing with niggas and you know what I mean? But yeah, I respect how niggas is doing because I tell you, I was that guy. That's what I'm saying. That's how I met Uncle and them niggas and Ishmael and you know what I mean? Shout out to like because we would be on their show. Sarnetta didn't have a show. It wasn't no live streams on YouTube. He was just doing uploads. Sarnetta would come on their show. You see? So I'm looking weird trying to tell these niggas they not Africans and shit. But I wasn't trying to take it. I wasn't pushing it like this. Like I didn't realize I had to push it like this until I realized why people couldn't push it. Like, oh, they really stopping niggas from pushing this shit. That's what they doing. It's the CIA, it's the government. But yeah, I didn't understand that. Who the fuck? How would I have known that shit? Like I say, it was one person that could have changed all this shit, no matter what I think I did. If the nigga Carrie Davis would have just said, hey, why don't you pick another topic besides Pocahontas? None of this shit probably would have happened. Real talk. If he would have just said, um, yeah, Pocahontas is boring. Or he'd have just said, or just would have did it anyway differently than how he did it. None of this would have ever happened. But when he showed me that there's an organized, um, methodical system here that's keeping the Indian information from being told, the truth from being told, he just set me off. I knew it was a job. Now it has to be done. This is work here. This is a real thing. You trying to have a phantom reunion, and this is CIA. This is the goddamn government. We can't have no shit with these niggas. That shit scared the fuck out of me, bro. I ain't gonna front. Like, if y'all could have seen my face when that nigga was doing that to me, I had to sit there and take it and just look like, what's happening? Like, what is happening? Like, imagine somebody invite you to the house and they just beat you up when you get there. You come with flowers and cake and candy, and the chick take the candy, put the candy in your face, hit you over the head with the flowers, and you like, huh? What do you do at that moment? Do you kick in the door, or do you say, all right, fuck it, I'll be back? Cause that was corny. I mean, shit, y'all done ruined my whole shit. Fuck it. Let me go cry. But Dane Carr says cry in my car. Let me go cry in the car. But yeah, that shit, boy, man. Shout out to your soul. Shout out to your son. And that's what I really wanted. Everybody know that that's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell you, like people, why I don't do a lot of tags and I don't tag my information, because you will find, like, we're supposed to find each other. We are a soul group, a royal group, and we don't have to do too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, we are attractive. The shit comes together. So I'm knowing this shit. I'm knowing in order to get this elite situation, to get the ones that's in tuned, we gotta just vibe. That's why I say shout out to Shelly, shout out to LaMonica, shout out to Cuz. Like it was people here that was just with like the goddesses that was just with the nurturing, that was just watering and planting and just, you know, making sure that the vibe was growing, that the wave was growing and shit. You know what I mean? But this shit definitely was not easy. Thank you, Kels, though, and you know, Shells from being, you know, like, cause you know, like I said, I didn't have a YouTube when we started this shit. We was on Facebook. This shit was crazy. You know what I mean? We wasn't again, and I hope one day, like I say, I know what this shit is. This shit's about clout. It's just about clout, bro. These niggas that we live in such a clout minded world where people just want to be is the information is the cool, but they would rather take that information if they think they could get clout. Like a nigga, like I say, niggas want to be cool with Dane and stuff like that for clout. Like if anybody thought Dane was going to do a debate, they crazy. The nigga lying like, yeah, me and Dane gonna do a debate. Y'all ain't doing no debate. On what? Where? About like Dane ain't debating nobody. We already know this. He shouldn't even be playing like that. But the silly nigga playing with it because he allowing his grandmama. I mean, again, I'm not dissing nigga. I'm just telling you the type of person he did lie. He'll play along. He'll lie just for the attention, for the clout, is what I'm saying. Yeah, we gonna do a debate with Dane and Dane da da da. We gonna run Dane name into the ground and shit. You know what I'm saying? For the clout. You dig what I mean? Just to get up here on a clout level and shit. Not to be the influencers with niggas that scare niggas. They don't want the influence. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I say, it's hard to make a nigga an Indian. That's hard. No disrespect to niggas and shit, but that's hard. It's hard to make a motherfucker give up, like, you know what I mean, heaven or give up clout. Cause the Africans was popping. You could do some dumb shit and get on Signet and be popping for a month or two. So now we had to get away from that and get our own clout. I heard the niggas say last night on AP show, I was listening. Shout out to them niggas and shit, the police, whatever. But I was listening. The nigga YK the Truth that came in here last week, said to them, the Indians is the only ones that's popping up. Y'all pop up in all the algorithms. Y'all gotta be the CIA because the algorithm love y'all and da da da. The Indians get all the attention. That's what YK the Truth told them. OG, this is what this nigga told them. That the Indians get all the attention. You see what I'm saying? That's the clout. That's how this shit goes. It's about clout because we didn't get no attention in the beginning. We got no attention. We had to go to war with the Aboriginals to prove that we are Indians. Like we not Aboriginals. So for people to say that the Indians get all the attention, that the Indians got the algorithm, that the Indians got all the clout, that's just to show you how the shit switch and how that if you chasing the clout, you will never get it. You chasing this shit, you can't get this shit. That's what I tell you. I don't talk about mainstream stuff. And we mainstream right now. Don't that hurt me? Like I said, like think about all this shit. Don't this hurt me that I don't tag Indian, I don't tag Niji, I don't tag indigenous? Because those are all the, like I say, those are all the weird people from all over the fucking world that fill up your chat and make it look crazy, but y'all ain't gonna move a button. Y'all ain't gonna push a button. Y'all ain't gonna move a muscle. Y'all not gonna create a wave because y'all not talking to Indians. Y'all not talking to your people. That's what I'm saying. Give me my 40. Give me my fucking 40 and we good. I won't complain because these niggas gonna do something about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these niggas don't understand. Like you want to be Aboriginal and you want to, not so much, but you want to be We Are the World when you don't, and that's making you not an Indian. You know what I'm saying? And like if I'm saying by the end of this month, it's going to be so much clout under the Indian that you're not going to be able to exist if you not like pushing that banner. That's it. Like I'm solidifying the Indian brand. It's just a brand. It's an American stance. You know? Like again, this whole week I'm showing the wars and how niggas don't play and how ain't no aboriginals ever fight a war. You see? So yeah, like this is the part of the game where you gotta claim this shit. You gotta claim you an Indian or you gonna miss out on this motherfucker. You gonna miss out. You see? And it's not our fault if you miss out. Why would it be my fault you missed out? Cause you ain't Indian. You ain't represent when it's like again. You ain't claiming the shit when the shit was about nothing. Like the niggas say, oh, y'all get all the attention and shit. Y'all don't think that people know who get all the attention. Like if we really was to go line for line and view for view, I'm sure I got way more views than these niggas. They can't go line for line with me. They can't. I know how to, like I said, oh, y'all see, I will pay for some ads and boost my rankings. Once I get ranked, I'm done paying for the ad. My shit everywhere now. I know how to play the game. I didn't think about playing the game until Polite came in here, but I know how to play the game to get the algorithm and all that shit. I don't. I don't tag Indians. I have butterflies. I have weird topics because the people that's in the know can feel what's going on here. There's some shit they trying to hide. Them niggas tripping. What they doing over there? What they doing over there? How them niggas? How he got 20,000 views, 30,000 views, and then they ain't tripping, and then they what? What they talking about? How everybody in this motherfucking class know what a German is and know what a diver is and know the true hidden history. See what I'm saying? Because we not wasting time talking about fucking mainstream bullshit. You know what I mean? How everybody in this class know everything about everything? Because we not wasting time. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. Like, it's over for niggas. I feel bad for niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I feel bad for niggas. And it's going to show. Because again, even if you saying you indigenous and you saying you aboriginal, like you're still like the other nigga told him said that yeah, y'all still anti-African. You know what I'm saying? And y'all in the way of reparations and shit. Like, see, I mean, it's like you playing a game and shit. It's like you trying to attract these niggas in here just to shit on these niggas. I get it, that's entertainment, but that's not building. You gotta take your people and put a brick in each one of these niggas' hand. Put a Glock in each one of these niggas' hand. Remember, tell you I'm giving out weapons today. Indian Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? So if you just out here sitting up here fucking with weird niggas and shit, y'all not equipping and arming your people and shit. Like he said, like the shit that she learned in here, like tell him OG, he said it earlier. The shit he learned in here, these motherfuckers can't lay a glove on you. What'd he say? I can't find it. But yeah, he said these niggas can't lay a glove on him. That the shit he learned here. We not playing with these niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And I appreciate it though, no doubt. No doubt. I appreciate it though. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't trying to tell nobody. But first of all, you was riding though. You definitely was riding. So yeah, no doubt. You was with us though. But like you said, it wasn't like I'm not telling nobody to believe me. I'm telling niggas to let me demonstrate this shit. Let's do it. Don't believe me. Don't trust me. Fuck me. Let me show y'all. Now, after I feel like I should have trust and you know what I mean from the people now because I like you say you did it. Fuck it, we did it. You know what I'm saying? We did it. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that's why I'm saying like when we didn't do it, we wasn't saying we did it. Yeah, that's the fucked up thing about it. Like that's why niggas can never do it because they can't admit that they not where they want to be at. All right, fuck it. Yeah, we not where we want to be at, y'all. You know what I mean? We gotta do some work here, guys. We about to make this shit mainstream. We about to Make it a wave. I know they keep saying it because they laughing at it that we did it. But yeah, it's like, how do you know what I'm saying? How do y'all not go to the next level if you can't admit that you ain't there? You acting like you at the next level and you ain't, and you know it's not. Nah, fuck it. We listen, this is what we gotta do. You know? And that's all I'm saying. I appreciate everybody that rolled with us. That's why we gotta celebrate. Like again, they gotta celebrate too. They should feel like they won. They really don't, but they should. Because they like one of the last niggas standing. They like a Umar Johnson. You know what I'm saying? It's like niggas is letting them live on the entertainment section, on the factor. Like, it's cool. I mean, they not really, as long as you don't get caught up with these niggas, it's cool because everybody get the real information. Like, I put up a post, 2 or 3 different YouTube pages gonna do a show about it. It's guaranteed. And not just the copycats. I'm talking about like real authentic Black Indian defenders. People that I know that take this information every time I do it. People that know that's going to represent and stand on this shit every time we post it. You see what I'm saying? That's the real shit. That's the shit that these niggas can't do because they're not giving out real information. You know what I'm saying? And they're not gonna say what they're gonna do. How they gonna take their people and put their people in front. Who not fucking with a nigga that's claiming he's going to take his people and put them in the front? Like, why ain't y'all fucking with that nigga? Because he took his people and put them in the front. Ain't that some bullshit? Niggas mad because he did it. But that's what I'm saying. That's what they not getting, is that the majority of people ain't mad. The majority of people is happy and excited. That's why the algorithm is going crazy. That's why the brand is going crazy. You see what I'm saying? Because they want their people to be front. Why can't we have our people in the front? Fuck that Aboriginal shit. Fuck that indigenous shit. The niggas from America is in front. God damn it. Like, that's the shit that I don't get. That's why I'm saying y'all should be celebrating too. Even if you are one of these friendly fucking names for yourself and shit that you can't find on no scrolls and no letters and shit. You want to be friendly, you still should be claiming this American shit. You claim everything else. When you talk about history, you talk about these goddamn people. Why don't you talk about their celebration and their heritage? But shit, like I say, they cool. I'm not mad at them niggas. I'm not saying like they the worst niggas. They got jobs to do. And we got a job too, not to get caught up in the job they got to do. Not to let these niggas stop us. Not to let these niggas block us. Like, again, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hope I demonstrated a lot more than just what I could do. I also demonstrated what they can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be saying this shit the whole time. It's like, we gotta remind ourselves that these niggas couldn't stop us. We gotta remind ourselves that these motherfuckers can't stop us. They couldn't fuck with us. Pan-Africanism died. I'm fucking around and I'm laughing at the shit. I got pictures of the world, of the shit falling, and the shit is in chaos. Niggas don't know what to do, and I'm laughing, haha, with the crown on. A year ago, talking about Pan-Africanism is dead. A year ago. You see what I'm saying? So they just getting here and shit. We've been saying this shit. Been saying this shit because we out here busting, shooting and killing motherfuckers. And when everybody was going, we celebrated them. You see what I'm saying? So no, I'm not hating on niggas for what? Because again, like I say, that's the problem with niggas. And that's what we should be excited about. That nigga can do it. Them motherfuckers can't stop us. We got a block thinking that because they the government, because they the CIA, that they can do something to us. No, they can't. When we get to knowing our culture superseded the code. That's why Tariq over here. You see what I'm saying? That's why these niggas want to jump into this American shit. Because we identified our culture and we sticking to it. That code ain't for us. That code is for the motherfucking. It's for the agents. You see. So we not worried about these niggas, and that's like I said. That's what I hope more than anything niggas get from me, is that these niggas can't. Like I said, I'll tell y'all niggas like y'all greater things will y'all niggas do. Y'all niggas gonna be better than me. Y'all can take this information and freak it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna give you the raw, uncut dope. And y'all can take it and water it down, do what you got to do with it. I never trip. As long as you not crazy with it. And selling it to motherfuckers is what I usually trip, but I try not to trip too hard. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. That's what we get out this shit. All that big ass numbers and all that big ass huffing and puffing that these Africans is doing this shit, they can't stop us. When we get focused, when we get on the motherfucking mindset that we gonna do something, and we knowing, we in the know, we in tune. Shh. I'm shadow banned everywhere. Like, you understand? Like, my number's going crazy right now. If you type in my name, that shit ain't gonna come up. You type in Priest King, that shit ain't gonna come up. You know what I'm saying? And I knew, and like, but you gotta play through that shit. Shelly said you blocked on the internet. Remember Shelly said that? Remember you said that, Shells? Yeah, you blocked on the internet, but I'm gonna figure it out. She had to figure out a way to watch me because she couldn't watch me on the internet. And we still won. Yeah, you gotta play around that type of shit. We can't be, like I'm telling y'all, we can't be playing for their victories and the shit that they're looking like they winning and shit. A lot of motherfuckers out here looking like they winning. A lot of motherfuckers out here acting like they got a fucking audience and they got influence over them niggas, and they don't. They don't. Like I told y'all, bro, like when that dude came in here and said, you got everybody, y'all messing with everybody, and everybody done left and went over here, and then you messing up the people. Bro, you just said everybody. You know what I mean? How long ago was everybody on some shit? How long ago was the people everybody? And not a Hebrew or a Moor or a Christian or a foreigner or an African and a slave, and just the everybody. You see, they don't know what they want. Pan-Africanism was never designed for everybody. And now they mad about it because everybody is on this weed. Every time you search it, you gotta search Indian. You gotta if you want to be popular, you better tag Indian. You should. You should tag the hashtag American Indian, American Aboriginal, one of them motherfuckers, if you want some popping, because that's what we did. And they couldn't stop it. That's why when I'm telling you, like, again, like, you know, I know niggas acting like they cool now, but like I really wanted everybody to win in on this YouTube shit because it wasn't nobody. So I gotta give you information so you can have something. Here you go. Let me give you this work. You can represent this Indian. These niggas is crazy and shit. It was so hard and shit. And regurgitate. Sometimes, yeah, that's rinse repeat, right? Sometimes you gotta do that. Man, the Air Force. You know what I mean? That nigga created his own fucking regiment and he been sniping ever since. That's what I'm saying. Like, I tell these niggas, bro, no disrespect to them niggas, but I got more fucking mods in their rooms than they do. Not saying you in particular, but like they be finding out, you know what I mean, that it's not a problem like they think it is. The only problem is when they make it a problem. Like, I don't have a problem. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, but see, that's what I'm saying. We are organized. This is how this is how you this is a cell. This is cells. Like I say, y'all people don't be knowing who I be talking to and who I be fucking, you know what I'm saying, be conversing with because everybody know. And I remind you, like I said, y'all even don't like my. Remember, I just say don't like it because I don't want to come up in your history. Don't let people know that you watching me and shit. You ain't got to do that. You know, this is your shit. You take it and you run with it. You know what I'm saying? You know. So yeah, I mean, hey, yeah, like we organized, but we so organized that niggas gotta be separate because we was behind enemy lines, and a lot of y'all still, we done converted the enemy lines now, so it's the playground for the guys and shit. But you know, I had to like I say, man, like I could talk about the homegirl because she kind of she's out the game, but none of them niggas knew that me and the homegirl was that cool, you know. And she with niggas that hated me, and they like I say, but I know that they up here snatching people that I put up that I promote. They up here snatching niggas and taking motherfuckers that I promote and shit, and trying to do them niggas bad. So I sent some, hey man, let me set it up. Let's make sure she right, and we gonna let her take over their whole shit. How about that? You know what I'm saying? We gonna take over this whole shit. How about that? What they gonna do about it? So yeah, I mean, as I'm saying, that's the game I played because I realized that's how you gotta play this game out here. We don't have to tell everybody what we do. You know what I mean? We defenders. And right now, covert action, like the same way these niggas is playing, like these niggas is undercover. These niggas be undercover. How are we gonna keep showing our hand? And then, like I said, a lot of these niggas, like again, these niggas come out and they reach out to me. You know what I mean? So you don't know if they reaching out, if their intention is as pure as it is. A lot of this shit, it take time. Like I say, just because I'm talking to a nigga don't mean I gotta tell everybody he my friend. You know what I mean? Like me and Ali was corresponding for probably like a month. You know what I mean? Talking back and forth, and I didn't tell nobody nothing. He said he was going to do the shit like a month or two, and I still ain't tell nobody he was going to do this shit, like come to the reunion and performing the shit. I ain't tell nobody he was going to do this shit. He told me he was going to do it. And I said, cool, bet, thanks. But I never told nobody. I think I told one person when she kept asking me, and that's when the shit hit the fan. One person, because I'm like, she asking me because she want to tell somebody something. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, here, let me go ahead and let her tell it. But that's when I told her, but I never told the public. You know what I'm saying? Because what? This nigga back out and shit, it's gonna look weird. You know what I mean? I don't know this nigga like that. And he wound up trying to back out, but he only backed out to himself. You know what I mean? Like a motherfucker thought he was backing out, but he backed out to himself. Cause ain't nobody ever knew he was involved with the shit. Like you weird ass nigga. Ha. But yeah, I'm not rushing out here to be out here acting like I'm friends with niggas and shit. I told you, especially all of these motherfucking niggas that was existing before me. I felt like this was Alice in Wonderland. Not Alice, what's the shit? Dorothy. Who did the shit? The girl did the shit. You know what I mean? When you come into the motherfucking you land on a wicked witch, right? And I'm the king now. Okay, cool. But everybody here used to be friends with the wicked witch. That's how niggas get their money with the crooks. They acting like it's all bad and shit, but they find out a way. They like you said, the devil I know. Niggas like the devil they know. They rather fuck with the devil they know than the God of the world, than the true, you know what I mean, the true and living God, because they know how to deal with the devil. They've been manipulating and hanging. Like I said, like it was so cool, and you know what I mean, to play this devilish game and shit. Like I be saying, like, I used to go on Uncle them shit, so I'm not mad at niggas going to chat rooms. That's not nothing about nothing. I'm not mad at chat rooms and niggas hanging with Pan Africa. I mean, none of that shit and going there giving them good. I'm not none of that. That's all the fucking fight. But what I'm saying is we are different. We gotta sometimes, like I say, I needed other people to be out here with me. This is a movement. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't no motherfucker. Like I know they don't like to understand that shit. But this is a movement. That's why niggas keep saying it's not a movement, because you don't know what a movement is and you don't know how to create one. You don't know how to inspire and create passion. You see what I'm saying? Like that's why this shit can't go back. When you come here, you feel different. You feel impassioned. And that's why the Aboriginals is winning, because they keep that chat open where you can feel different. You know what I'm saying? You can feel special. Nobody's listening to what these niggas is talking about though. But they know it's some people in here that feels the same way. They all feel different. So I let that shit live and shit. Like I said, I was in there last night. I'm not mad at niggas. I check on these niggas because I'll cut their head off in a heartbeat. As soon as some dumb shit get heard, if a nigga tell me some shit, if I ain't hear it, I will flail these niggas. You know what I mean? Like they know I set niggas back. They know how I play, sit niggas down, and make motherfuckers not want to do their thing. But nah, like I don't be tripping off this shit. Everybody know what's going on right now. It's just about where we ready to go with this shit. Like he said, he was like we so organized. It's not a shame. Like this is war and this is real life. Like we up against the motherfucking government, bro. The government. We up against Cherokee Nation and they got big bank. It's a lot of motherfuckers that don't want this shit to make sense. That don't want us to be Indians. Cause then you start claiming not reparations, but you just start getting a check. And you just start fucking around and just start demanding shit from the government. Cause they own your land and shit. You know? So yeah, they don't want none of this shit, bro. Tribalism, unity, understanding this, and that's what they saying. They saying that we tribalism, but we everybody now. See, they Pan-Africanism is tribalism because guess what? You from West Africa. You talking about Egyptians, but we from West Africa. You see, that's tribalism. Motherfuckers they're gonna lure you into Africa and then say, that's not yours, not so fast. Egypt might have been black, except for debate, not so fast. Cause over here in West Africa, they ain't got shit, just niggas. That's the trick game and shit. We all Africans, but we West Africans, huh? So now everybody is an American Indian. I'm telling you, we got empires and motherfuckers is all speaking the same language, and we don't have them type of problems. We go here to party and there to party, and every harvest is different lives, different parties and shit. And now they mad because it ain't no more tribalism, unity and shit. We all Africans under West Africans and East Africans and South Africans and real Africans. Like this shit is stupid, bro. And that's what they hate. That's what they hate, that it ain't no more tribalism and shit. Peace to the God. I mean, look, again, like if that's where we at, that's where we at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like again on YouTube, you know, it's where we at. Like I said, I'm just, we just growing, man. We just growing and developing and shit right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Man, that chess is everything. Like again, man, we did all of this shit, bro. I'm just saying we did all of this shit. Like again, the one nigga used to be a Cherokee and shit. Now he a Kasaba and shit. You know what I mean? He not gonna tell motherfuckers why he not a Cherokee no more. When did he come to the understanding that he wasn't a Cherokee and now he a Kasaba? And that the Kasabas used to have the land that the Cherokees say they got. You know what I'm saying? Like, but see what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I mean. Like, a lot of this shit, like nobody wanted to step up and this shit could be scary. I get it. But somebody gotta step up and draw a line in the sand and then defend that shit. Indians only. Like a girl reposted something from Facebook and she was like, I love this page. And she was like, I love how he says unapologetically Indians only. And no, unapologetically, everybody ain't one. I love that. That's what somebody said like yesterday. Some shit. I was like, damn, dope. Thanks. But that's not a fun thing to say. That's not cute. That's not politically correct. I see niggas copper colored only now and shit. You know what I mean? So they made that up, I guess, right? But that same person, steal everything. I gave him a dog, I gave him a bone, and they mad at the other nigga that steal everything. Like a nigga, that's what I'm saying. Niggas steal so much from me, they get mad at somebody else that stole what I stole it before they did, and put it up before they did. Like, come on, bro. Y'all niggas weird. I need to stop and shit. Cause then none of y'all come up with no information and shit. If y'all come to my page, it's nothing that y'all ever taught that I'm going to talk about. If I go to your page, I guarantee you, on anybody YouTube that's a famous YouTuber, they're gonna have 4 or 5 to 10 of my fucking information on their shit as they biggest shit that they proud of, like they fucking founded themselves as niggas and shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. Like, how many niggas got thes in front of their name all of a sudden and shit? They want to be the Priest King, the research, the this, the that, the voice of the Aboriginals, the. Come on. Like I say, I understand. It shit ain't hard when you tell them motherfuckers, we Natchez, we not Choctaw, and Chickasaw, none of that shit. Fuck all them niggas. We Natchez. We the motherfucking gangsters. Like, wait till I'm telling you, every day this week I'm dropping some more shit. I'm about to drop the Natchez shit one of these days. I already got it. I got all this shit already done. I told y'all can't fuck with me. Like, when I go stupid, I go stupid. You know what I mean? So probably every day this month, I'm just going to keep dropping American Indian heritage and shit, because this is our shit. And y'all deserve it. But yeah, like, how many motherfuckers come out here and tell niggas what we not? You know what I'm saying? We not all the popping shit. And that's the culture now, right? Nobody, and not even in the fucking Aboriginals, that they talking about tribes and all that shit. Cause they know the real Indians now. Everybody know the real Indians. We don't need these fucking tribes now. We don't need these $5 Indians and shit. You know what I'm saying? So nah, man, that shit. Hey, man. You know, and again, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why you gotta really, like, you can't just take my information. It's hard for niggas and shit to take the information, because my information is so far gone. It's so far gone. Like, again, I'm going to make you hate me for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, like this, like this my nigga, it's my mind, and he riding with me. But when you gotta take something from him to give him his whole shit now. Let me give you your whole shit. This is how you go back 1,000 years right here. You stay connected to the land. These other niggas just got here. Watch this shit. You could trace these niggas, and they're gonna tell you that they stole all this shit. You don't want to do that shit. You don't want to go that way. It sound crazy. It sound crazy and shit. But when you really hear the free niggas, and when you really hear to give motherfuckers their true identity and their true self, you gotta do what you got to fucking do. And like, they hopefully and truthfully, they're gonna love you and appreciate you for it, because you did it with love and appreciation. I'm not telling nobody nothing, trying to be discredit or disown or disgrade somebody. Like, again, even with the Niji B shit, I ain't pushed that Niji shit, that B shit. I could do a lot of shit to really dog niggas personally, and like, you know what I mean? I never do shit like that. Never. And we still won. Didn't have to take the low road and still won. But I'm trying to tell y'all how y'all can connect to people. Like, again, that's why y'all think that y'all could, like, move around me, but you can't move around. That's why Tyreek, I'm telling you, like, you have to understand. Like, Tyreek just got away from the shit. Because when he realized that as soon as I hang up this live stream, everybody in the whole community was trying to figure out how they can get at this nigga. He realized he can't. It's nothing you can do about it. We got to change the conversation. That's what they'll try to do. If I said, they'll try to act like they beefing with somebody else. Oh, we got to beef with this nigga. Oh, we beefing with this nigga. Don't talk about Priest King. Oh no, we talking about these other niggas. That's what they try. They try to create a fake beef, and him beefing with this other nigga. You know what I mean? Reservation Indians, some shit. Because don't address the Priest King. Act like he didn't say it. Right. But don't do what I didn't say. Right. Change your attitude. Act right. Because if I really start addressing niggas and start clowning niggas and buffooning niggas, you're going to find out who is really who. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, ain't nobody in here that can make me stop this shit. I done made a lot of niggas stop this shit. Had to coach a lot of niggas off the ledge. How many times? Like, when I was digging a Tyreek ass, he disappeared. Tyreek was gone. He wasn't going. He was fucking with Morris World TV and Pan African Strikes Back. But when I jumped on his ass, that nigga was gone. He was trying to use fucking flunkies and henchmen and trying to change the community, but he didn't know I got an iron grip. That was crazy. That nigga, he was crazy and shit. Started a whole war in the community and shit. Crazy and shit, huh? He was mad about it. He had to disappear and shit. So I be trying to tell these niggas that fugazi, that we are the world shit, that don't make niggas like you and shit. And make niggas take it because that's all they got. And shout out to Dane because he made his own way. Like I don't ask niggas none of these famous YouTubers to post me, repost me. I say you can have my information. But again, Dame still had to make himself popping. However he did it, he had to do it on his own and shit. A lot of these niggas, you know, they in the community. They don't do it on their own and shit. They repost and page each other shit. Like I said, when I first came here, these niggas was reposting each other shit one after each other. They had the whole day locked in. Spit all that gang shit up. All them niggas, none of them niggas fuck with each other now and shit. None of it. They might behind the scenes. They should be. Cause the strength in numbers. Y'all keep disrespecting the gods. Y'all need strength. But yeah, man, that shit, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, fuck, man. Abolish the spreading of false information, no doubt. And that's what I knew. That's what I knew and shit. It's like I say, we call each other cousins, and now we call each other gods and goddesses. It's like we got a reverence for each other. We revere each other. We kind of look at each other like family, and it may not be everybody, but it's in the air. We feel that cousin, yo cuz, peace cuz. It's everywhere, just like the gods and the goddesses. It's that type of energy here. You see what I'm saying? It's different. You know what I mean? I want them to feel the freedom and the happiness and the pride. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why, like you said, you bulletproof. These niggas can't, like, when you can shake off that other extra shit, you bulletproof now. If you ain't, cause they can hit you with the Cherokee. They can fuck with you, cause it ain't bulletproof. That's some fugazi ass shit. They can fuck with a nigga with some Choctaws, Chickasaw. You see what I'm saying? But when you knowing, oh, this is Natchez, all of this is because of what happened to the Natchez. So yeah, I say this too because cool. We went into these different environments. It's still the land. We still here with the land, but this happened as a result of bada bada bow. You dig what I'm saying? It was like, everybody else was just we cool. We ain't tripping. It was just, you know, it was what it was, right? We know we ain't tripping, but we can't act like we somebody else because that's how we get caught up. That's how we lose. That's when the shit not bulletproof. When we start acting like we these $5. When we start acting like, because again, just for the clout, just to say some shit that a nigga know. I'd rather tell you some shit that you don't know and put you on to the truth. Put you on to everything you need to know. It's and again, this not for everybody. Everybody can't sit with us. We got the same slogan since day one. Tell them, Shells. We got the same slogan. My bad. We got the same slogan since day one. Everybody can't sit with us. Everybody can't hang with us. You know? Sorry. My battery about to die. I gotta plug up. Hopefully I don't lose the sound. But we passed 2.5 hours. So hold on, let me just reset. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna reset this. Yeah. Hopefully we back Gucci. We should be all right. Oh shit, hold on, I missed something. Hold on. I missed a lot. Hold up, what's going on here? Alabama, what the fuck? What the hell I've been missing? Since those of you in this channel made me represent Indian first, I cursed last no doubt. I've never disrespected a female on YouTube except Skittles, but we're cool now. I have fought for us to be respected, no doubt. But yeah, man, I realized that these females that be down with this shit, they be agents and they be paid and they will do hard for their check, even when the sheep will move on to the next thing. They never going to move on to the next thing. It's that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you. By the end of this month, the next is never going to be a next thing. The next thing is going to be a creation of the Indians. That's what they understand. And everything else now is a derivative. Is a derivative. Because remember, I used to tell you all like it's just going to be such and such. He does this, but you know he Indian. Everything that you do, you still going to be an Indian. Like again, like it's Indian culture now is going to be the thing. Everything we do from the culture aspect is going to be trendy because they want more. Like I say, they want more of the culture. So we gotta get more culture. We gotta get more culture. So the culture is gonna be trendy. That's what we're doing. The culture is gonna be trendy. He said all of the black conscious community is run from this channel. Facts. All of it. The whole fucking thing. Africans, Pan-Africans, Muslims, Hebrews, Jews, Moors, all that shit. Tell them fucking again, cuz. All that shit. I bet you there are more than 4 of us in here right now. Oh yeah, they in the playback. It's a lot. There's a lot of people in here. As soon as nigga come in, they go right to the playback. I mean, you know what this shit is. I'm not tripping, but that's how you control the narrative. How you think? That's what I'm saying. I'm not telling you, Sinetta gonna be an Indian. Like I'm saying niggas names. You don't think I know that these niggas is watching and these niggas is knowing? Like when I say these niggas name, I'm giving them a okay. I'm giving them the okay. That's what I be saying. Like Damon, these niggas, they don't get it. But if I wasn't doing what I do, I'm like, it's boy, please. If I was the mash, like for real, if I was the mash on Sinetta, do you know how hard this shit would be for that nigga? I'm not to say that it would be like, you know what I mean, the end of the world for the nigga, because he know how to create, you know, controversy. So he'll find, and like I say, he'll find a nigga and start some shit. He ain't tripping off that shit, right? And he don't respect his audience. So it's the difference there. That's the number one difference between me and that nigga. But if I could make his day hard, like, do y'all see when the polite shit was going on? If I wouldn't have posted that polite shit, nobody would have talked about it. They can act like I didn't, but where I got it from, listen, this is how it went. Everybody that played the polite clip played the same clip until the one late nigga came in and started playing a new clip at the end of the day. But everybody all played the same clip. You can hear the girl going, ha, ha. The girl, CC, I gave her credit and put her name in the motherfucking joint so niggas could go there and get the original clip for polite. Because we wasn't going to let that nigga go. No. So after I did that and the shit, because like I say, I already know. Shout out to Tony the Closer. Shout out to Whack 100. I already know these niggas watch me. Whack, I told y'all, Whack 100 been showed. So we not worried about that and mainstream niggas. We not worried about America killing mainstream. And shout out to DJ Academics and shout out to I Smoke Hip Hop. Bless one. I know I could tell all the mainstream niggas that watch me, nigga. So when I did that, I knew that shit was gonna be out. Fuck Polite Day up. Crazy. And then when Sinetta was acting like he wasn't gonna do nothing, I jumped on his ass. On his ass hard. I start clipping motherfucking shit, start ripping this shit to pieces. I don't usually post other niggas shit, but I'll make it popular. I can make shit popular real quick. So next thing you know, it might be popular to shit on these niggas real quick. You know what I'm saying? That it might be popular to drag Sarnetta into this shit real quick. When niggas might have wasn't, because Sarnetta had so much clout, he was telling niggas he was going to wait, and niggas was like, okay, cool, we going to wait. Oh, niggas crazy. Y'all going to wait. I went on them niggas' ass, broke their whole shit up, but I guess, you know, the clout. So he ain't worried about that shit. Hell no. Man, Umar Johnson, that nigga on the motherfucker talk about something. He the great son. He's everything I said, he gonna repeat right after me. He steal my whole shit. He the son. He the come on, man. Stop it. Yeah, you know we run this whole fucking shit. Ain't nobody tripping. Come on, man. We made the motherfucking this nigga got 6 DVDs, 7 DVDs about some African shit. We made this nigga come over here to America and shit. Huh? That nigga be stealing. That nigga used to steal my shit so much, so heavy. He would say the shit, like I said, he would take my shit so heavy, man. He take my language, my words. He trick bag, all that shit. That nigga not cool. That nigga don't know half these words and all this slang and this terminology police machine was using. But he left Pan-Africanism quick, in a hurry. Man, y'all niggas crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, now he identifying culture because he know he can't fuck with this Indian shit. So he just trying to, man, listen, cuz no. And a lot of people know. That's why I'm saying, like, this shit be weird to me that niggas think motherfuckers don't know. That's what's weird to me. If y'all think that people don't know what the fuck is going on, y'all weird. And that's how I told y'all, like, I have to, like, you gotta know how to manipulate the situation. It wasn't a lot of us in the beginning. It wasn't a lot of us. How do we get this information out? We gonna take over these niggas' channels. We gonna take over these motherfuckers' minds and have these niggas spitting this shit. And niggas gonna hear it and they're gonna say, where did he get that from? Where did he get that from? See? So we wasn't worried about that shit. And I told y'all niggas, I never lie. I said, don't steal my shit. My shit is poison. I tell you, don't take my shit from. If you do it, I can kill you at any time. I tell everybody that. I just wait. But a nigga, like I said, how you gonna come to America, nigga? You a Pan-African. You been a Pan-African. You done got all this Pan-African money, all this weed from Africa shit. How you gonna come over here and not think a nigga can kill you at a drop of a dime? A nigga can give a word and shit. Come on, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, and I don't want your life. I mean, I don't want the people that you entertaining every day that don't give a fuck about you and shit. Come on, man. These niggas mad as shit. And again, they, you know, I would be quiet too about it. The nigga talking about, like, remember Tariq was saying, yeah, everybody want award, everybody want appreciation and shit, or what do you say, want clout? We gonna give out clout when it's done. Like, nigga, you can't give out clout. You just coming over. We gonna give out credit. Everybody want credit. Who want credit? I just wanted to know, like, I was really, you know, because you just was gonna mosey up in here like that. You know what I mean? But hey, even the Jay said it. Hey, let it go. Don't fuck it up. You winning. We won. Don't fuck it up. We was just, hey, man. But you can't take this shit. You can't send niggas back to Africa. You can't take niggas and tell them to take a DNA test and nobody want to hear none of that shit. Man, that nigga better stick to telling fucking jokes about shitting on himself. Man, these niggas is crazy and shit. And that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. How many motherfuckers can do the whole shit from here? You know what I mean, OG? Tell them again, my nigga. Tell them again. He said, trust you. I believe you. I know you, bro. Like, trust me. The whole conscious community. I remember Kev Gills used to take everything. Like, come on, bro. Y'all don't start these conversations. I don't start these fucking conversations, man. Y'all better stop this shit. Every time I do something like that's the African shit. These niggas was happy ass Africans. I ain't no African and you ain't either. Tell a motherfucker that. Start that out. How y'all doing? I ain't no African. You ain't either. Nobody else did that shit. Nobody else went hard for fucking Americans like that. You know how silly that shit is to say some shit like that? and you trying to be rich, you trying to be We Are the World, you trying to be indigenous and everywhere, you trying to mix the dope, and I'm telling you, fuck that. I went in hard on them niggas. We ain't no Africans. Before all them niggas did, that nigga stole half my material. He stole half my shit. If you look at that video, all you hear me talk about is these niggas running and hiding and fleeing. And I say that because I know niggas that did it. I talked about the motherfucking niggas who come on, man. That's how you get there, because I talk about the shit. He don't know this shit. This motherfucker, I mean, he funny though. So the shit went crazy. And think about how the Tariq Nasheed shit did happen. He had to come outside himself. This motherfucker in chat rooms now. He's trying to have conversations. It's no more he just projecting everybody. Oh, I think we had an intelligent conversation. Remember how he used to do that? I think we had a constructive conversation today. You don't have conversations. You entertain niggas. Y'all niggas standing on 10 toes telling fucking jokes. How many of these niggas sit here answering questions, making sure everybody in here know that what the fuck they know? We gonna be in here until these motherfuckers don't got no questions. How about that, Tariq? That's the fucking conversation. See? So that's what I'm saying. This nigga know that shit. It wasn't none of this shit going on. Nobody was talking to niggas and really responding to what we need to know so we can win. Okay, cool. And when OG said we in every room winning. OG and Texas be in a room together. They be in different rooms together. I be seeing them, but they, like you said, he don't even know that they both fucking with me, fucking with the information hard. You see what I'm saying? But that's the difference in shit. Like, we gonna make sure everybody out here winning, no losers and shit. And he wanna be down with us so bad. You never see a nigga change his life, change his hairstyle, start bringing out the Bentley and shit, start trying to act fun. Come on, man, this shit crazy and shit. Y'all think this shit got something to do with some fucking algorithm if y'all want to and shit? We whip these niggas ass. We whip they motherfucking ass, and they can't do shit about it. And that's all it is, bro. That's all it is. Period, point blank. Excuse my French, man. These niggas got they shit handed to them. Everybody did. There's nothing they could do about it. It's nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all got to do the entertainment. Y'all gotta, like, it's so sad that niggas gotta entertain and they gotta clean up behind me. Y'all gotta entertain my people, because y'all gotta talk about this American Indian type of fucking paradigm. That's it. So entertain my people and then try to clean up my mess. When I stepped all over the Moors castle, when I stepped all over the Hebrews castle and shit. When I made that foreign shit fucking weird and spooky. You see what I'm saying? Now they out here trying to apologize and trying to clean the shit up and mix the dope and shit. Come on, man. Y'all, I don't like, you see? That's what I'm saying. Like, that shit, like, if you can't see that this shit is over, like, and that these niggas can't defeat the truth, like, bro, I wouldn't even give a fuck no more, bro. I'll be honest, like, man, like, on God, right? That shit crazy. These niggas talk. Oh, shit. Oh, they might. Oh, y'all got secret. See, y'all already know. Y'all secret shit. And shout out to One Extra and shit, because this nigga right here pumped me up like a motherfucker. Out the blue one day. Just came out of nowhere and pumped me up. You know what I mean? Nigga got me going and shit. Like, for real. You know? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the shit we gotta do, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, it's a lot of shit going on, though. You know what I mean? And, man, they play with numbers. They supposed to play with numbers. That's what I'm saying. Like, and again, if this, I can't make no excuses. Oh, I told you, I'm always shit. I got to figure this shit out. I can't. I was never given a chance to make excuses, and I'm always given the most impossible shit. But when it came to this shit, it didn't feel nothing. I'm telling you, I already knew how this shit was supposed to be. You can't be out here trying to defeat the government and then be out here thinking you want to be on Front Street. No, but I'm really tapped in, so we were able to defeat these niggas in different ways. Like they could never imagine how we got this word out, how we got this information out. They could never imagine. That's why they can't stop it and shit. These motherfuckers lost their whole fucking mind and shit. You know what I'm saying? These niggas lost their whole mind and shit. Calling themselves American. Yeah, that's the thing. You see, that's again, that's cool. But all of that's going to play out. Like that's going to make you look worse right now. You know what I mean? Again, like I say, bro, that's going to make you look worse right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, people don't know when they being laughed at. Like sometimes you make a joke and you think, people laughing with you. And then sometimes you don't understand that these niggas is laughing at you. Like I say, man, some of these niggas don't realize that half the people in their chat really don't like them. Like if half the niggas in there want to see you prove wrong, why the fuck are they there? You know what I mean? If I just had a bunch of motherfuckers here to see me, like wait for me to lie, I don't want them here. You know what I mean? Like I want motherfuckers in here that we gonna build with and we gonna grow and we gonna add on. You dig what I'm saying? But niggas is living in such a controversial world where they just like it's like people coming to see confrontation. Like, and I'm not hating on niggas debating and having debate leagues and all this extra shit that you can do now that you popping, that the Indians is in front and that y'all riding away. It's a lot of shit you can do at this particular point, but you gotta understand. Like I say, like, and again, I be giving niggas tells and shit. Like, y'all don't do what I do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do reactions. I don't play other people's videos. So therefore, you gotta understand it's a hard fucking road for me. You dig? It's a hard fucking road for me. And y'all don't want to take that road. So if y'all don't want to take that road, y'all could never understand what the fuck is like over here. Because you can always depend on somebody else to say the shit you can't say. You can always depend on somebody else to answer the hard fucking question. You can always depend on somebody else and react to them making a tough decision. Oh, it was the wrong fucking thing to do. Oh, I don't think he wanted to do it. Oh, I wouldn't have did that. And you didn't. Nobody wanted to fucking kick out no fucking Hebrews. Nobody wanted to kick out no goddamn Moors. And they didn't. You see? But if you watch a nigga, you'll see that this was strategic. We never had too many big battles going on at the same time. We ain't got a whole lot of wars on multiple fronts and shit. You see what I'm saying? If y'all seen that shit was strategic and shit. Niggas came out one gun at a time. Bang, 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 bang. You know what I mean? I ain't got a Pan-Africanism. Nah, I ain't gonna front. I tried to dibble and dabble, but we not a dibble and dabble type of dude. Me personally, I just can't stay on the same topic. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, nah, nigga. We went down the line and shit. We went down the line on these niggas. Come on, man. So yeah, I'm not worried about niggas that's scared to claim and shit. And that's what I'm saying. That's why by the end of this month, them niggas gonna have the worst time because it's gonna be so fly to claim Indian. It's gonna be so fly to claim Indian, not American or none of that stupid shit. A con or none of that shit. A Indian, nigga. Like, and when like I said, I'm listening to these niggas talk last night on the fucking show, on the AP show, and all these niggas is talking about Indians. Yeah, and this Indian that, and this Indian that. Nobody, like, they gotta catch themselves to say Aboriginal. You got to stand this shit. When niggas catch themselves to say they are Aboriginal, it's a trick. If you press AP, a nigga pressed him, he say, yeah, I'm a Tennessee Indian. What the fuck, nigga? If you press the nigga, he gonna go to his motherfucking instinct, to his heart. And then he gotta catch himself. Oh, yeah. It was Aboriginal American, and cause he got a job to do. You listening to the motherfucking the nigga. A1, last night, he explaining to the nigga what the Indians did and all this shit about the Indians, and the other nigga Hawk talking about the Indians and pulling out references from Indians. But they aboriginals because they cops. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they got played and shit. You gotta make a motherfucker something that has no power. You gotta make a motherfucker something that has no standing in law. Imagine all these Moors telling you you need standing in law and then giving you some shit with no standing. Like, that's the dumbest stuff in the book. Telling a nigga he needs standing and then giving him a name that has no standing, where he can't even go research the shit. Like, I tell y'all niggas the names of the tribes and the people because you can research them. You can find your family. Don't let these niggas lie. Or if you keep looking for some indigenous shit, you ain't gonna find nothing. You're gonna go back to Africa. I'm watching Unc the other night. He reading from some Egypt shit, and it says, yeah, indigenous Aboriginal African. In that particular, they use that same trick bag language on every fucking continent, nigga. It's indigenous Aboriginals on every fucking continent. So that's why they gotta catch they stuff and call they self, Aboriginals. But they know what the fuck they are. And they know how the fuck they find this shit that they talking about by looking for Indians, not by looking for Aboriginals. You don't find no history of America by looking and searching no Aboriginal shit. You ain't gonna find nothing in no books. I can't send you as an Aboriginal. I can send you as an Indian. Where you from? Okay, here you go. You got Southeast. You got these Guales. You got these Temecwas. Where you from? Oh, you from the Midwest? You got Natchez. You got Cato. That's Texas. But where you from? If you tell me where you from, I can tell you where your people at. You see? I can't tell you that just because you ain't no Aboriginals around there. I can't do it. So we understand why they do that shit. But they don't want to do that shit in their heart. I done beat them niggas so bad, man. I done made these niggas, I swear I done had these niggas apologize. And like, cuz done told, like, I done had these niggas apologize. I done had this one nigga quit and walk on the joint and admit that his cover was blown. And everybody said, hey, man, listen, man, we done interviewed lots of agents before. He didn't say he was an agent. He didn't say nothing, but his cover was blown. If you don't know what the fuck that means, then how would you know he's an agent? You see what I'm saying? Like, but they know how to motherfucking talk to each other in code and shit. And when you pull a bag and wink, 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 and you know what I mean? All that old fucking shit. Come on, man. I don't know. What's wrong with Alabama? Alabama, what's wrong with Alabama? They're good. Took my wrench over some. Oh, word. Oh, really? That's crazy. The nigga took your wrench and shit. That's crazy. Over Alabama, huh? I should say Alabama is a fruity, and then watch the shows to prove they're over here listening. You should say it. Alabama was a fruit. Well, I mean, hey, we definitely know they listening. And again, shout out to them, bro. Like, again, shout out to the Unselly and shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you know, if y'all don't know, y'all can tell what's going on. Y'all know they listen to shit, and they should be listening. I don't know what's going on with the niggas and y'all beef and shit, but yeah, them niggas listen. Yeah, Chief Holiday listen to this shit every day faithfully. What he say the other day and shit, like he trying to tell them niggas, what he say? He asked the niggas something, African. It's like, you know what African mean? He's about to hit him with like, come on, these niggas, they watch, they supposed to watch. Chief Holiday say peace to the gods and peace to the goddesses, when he start his motherfucking every time he open up his mic. So we know where they got that from. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't have a hate for Chief Holiday or some shit. I don't know why. I just don't. Like I say, and I think it's the way the universe has worked out. Like, cause again, when I came here, I reached out to a lot of people. When I came, he wasn't around. You know what I mean? So I never reached out to him. But I think if I'd have reached out to him, he's the type of person where he would have played it differently. You know what I mean? So if he would have played it differently, I would have played it differently. We'd have been probably cool. Like again, me and Carrie was gonna be cool until Carrie, you know, did the dumb shit. Like I wasn't coming on no just coming as no hate shit. You know what I mean? So like I say, even me and AP could have been differently. You know what I mean? But probably not with A1 because I found out that A1 used to be a moderator in Africans and Africans with carrying shit, but then he distanced himself. But then A1 just disappeared. I said a couple things and he disappeared. But again, back to Chief Holiday, you know, that's why I've never, you know, but why I don't really deep with him because he be talking about the agent shit. Like, you know, like these niggas is agents and these niggas is CIA. You know, but then he be hanging with these niggas. So it's like, I don't know, you know? And like I say, when niggas, you know, I don't know, you know? But you know, this and again, y'all gotta understand too, like I said, like a Sinetta, I don't even know if Sinetta is a cop and shit. You know what I mean? It's just easier for Sinetta to be a cop. I mean, it's just easier for him to do good business than to be a cop. Like he ain't gotta be a cop. He just gotta, you know what I mean? He just gotta be interested in getting money. And if you gonna pay to advertise, and if you gonna, you know what I mean? Um, you know, if you want to see something crazy, he gonna show it to you. You want a girl, you want a girl with big titties, he'll get it. You want a chick with a dick, he'll get it too. Like that's like we talking about the pimp. Like, you know what I mean? He don't give a fuck. He gonna get you what you need. So, you know, what? Where did I hear that about? I mean, again, I must have missed that. My bad. Exposing mostly on Cuddy channel. I mean, shout out to Cuddy and shit. I mean, like I say, like it's a different thing. If y'all can notice, you know what I mean? AP back to the wake and bake. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all can see that shit. AP got his own show back. He back to the morning hustle and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's cool, bro. Like everything is where it is. Like, you know what I mean? So fuck, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like all that shit is, you know, it is what it is. Like, you know, that shit is y'all crazy. The fake beefs are mere distractions to keep the conversation away from the information. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what I'm saying. Like all these niggas, you know, like I said, they create fake beefs and they act like, you know, they ain't got to address anything that would be a real beef. Like right now, if you go to Dane Calloway's first go to the research guy's page, right? The research guy is beefing with a with somebody from New York, right? Yeah, it's this guy from New York. Da da da. Man, I hate these guys. Now he's gonna act like he got a beef with some niggas because you know I'm saying that these niggas is weird. They copying my shit, and you know they'll never be anything but copycats, right? So since I said you know, he's going to change the conversation by acting like he got a beef with the guy from New York. So now, and then I also said that, you know, Dane was trying to beef with the research guy a long time ago, and I was, you know, kind of threw a monkey wrench in that shit, right? On some dumb shit, just fucking around, just trying to keep it peaceful, right? So now, if you go to Dane page, American Indian Truth, you're gonna see Dane talking about Dane got at this such and such nigga, and the research guy helped him. So these niggas got beef with some Indian shit. But that's what these niggas do. They act like they got beef. But again, nobody that shit ain't got no teeth. See what I'm saying? Like when was there an Indian Aboriginal fucking war or conflict? That's all you gotta understand. If y'all can't make a whole bunch of people do some shit, y'all can't fuck with me. You can change the subject. But what I'm saying is I can make the shit never change. You know what I mean? Like I can make it the subject and it won't ever change. If I wanted to make any of you niggas a subject, it wouldn't change. So like she said, they create these fake distractions and these fake beefs, and they try to share the algorithms and some shit. But that has nothing to do with what we do, because we don't deal in fake beefs. Like I said, if I really was trying to get niggas, I get niggas. But I don't have to get niggas. Again, that's why I tell niggas, you take my information, you don't know what that was. You think when I don't just give out presentations. Them shits is powerful, bro. Them motherfuckers be painful and they hurt. So when I do it, it's the chess move. I'm pushing the motherfucker forward, bro. I know what this is doing. And I'm willing to accept the dumb shit that come with it. Like I say, OG, you know what I mean? Like you gotta tell a nigga some shit that he might not want to hear in order for, you know what I'm saying? So y'all niggas ain't ready to have that conversation. Y'all would rather have a fake beef. And niggas know that. Like I'm saying, like everybody comes and say the same thing. We don't listen to these niggas. We don't pay attention to these niggas. We just go there and hang out. I get the same shit on Facebook. Like this is just today. We just on like, again, y'all understand. I got choices. Today we just on YouTube. I could be on Facebook every day. I don't even go to Facebook with this shit. I left Facebook. We was popping on Facebook first. I left Facebook and came here. I don't do this shit double simulcast every day. You know what I mean? I like what we got going here. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't need but either way, what I'm saying is on Facebook, they say the same thing. We don't listen to them niggas. Nobody listens to these niggas. Nobody's moving from these niggas. And that's what people don't get. Is that if you want the shit that you think you want, you gotta have people move and listen to you and shit. I can say, you know, niggas that say they need you and shit. Shout out to Dane, because niggas that say they need you. But in my opinion, that shit is clout. That's about clout. Niggas saying they need you is about clout because they ain't got viewers and they think that people will know what it is when they say it. So they want some shit that niggas gonna be knowing. That's it. I'ma need you because it's popular. Because Dane is popular. He got clout. But guess what? Nigga, some clout is better than other clout. You know what I'm saying? And that American Indian clout is the best clout. That's the only clout you want. Let me skip. I gotta catch that. Yeah, but I mean, like, again, too, like, you gotta understand, too, like I say, even when y'all dealing with them niggas over there, like I don't know if, like, what, I mean, you gotta understand that a lot of them niggas is into their fucking agency and shit. I'm not to say that Cuddy is, you know what I mean? But a lot of people that pop up on their shit is in their agency. A lot of niggas is Masons. A lot of niggas is fucking, you know, provocateurs and shit. They dare to distract the stand. I mean, I don't know Alabama, but that nigga he an Aboriginal and shit. You know what I mean? So, like, again, you can't be but so fucking smart and claim to be an Aboriginal. You can't be. Because how did you find your Aboriginal history? Did you look up Aboriginal? You know what I'm saying? No. Nobody can research the Aboriginal. It's impossible. And if you do that, you're going to get whatever they fucking give you. It's going to be a synopsis of some shit. It's going to be some shit tailored to a dumb nigga, to a nigga looking for a program. It's not going to be tailored to a motherfucker that they got a connection to it. My family say we from Mississippi. You wouldn't look for motherfucking aboriginals because that's not going to tell you nothing. But if you look for the Mississippian Indians, you might find your people. Ain't no aboriginal culture. Aboriginals don't eat beans, corns, and squash, but Indians do. You see what I'm saying? Aboriginals don't celebrate Thanksgiving and don't fuck around and do turkeys and all that shit. American Indians do. So yeah, like, I don't know how these niggas is massive researchers and all that shit. But again, like, and you gotta understand too, to have a radio show and to have a show like Cuddy got, like A1 and all these niggas got, like, you need weird people. You need weird people. You need people that's gonna just come, like, oh, we've been out here for 3 hours and shit, right? So you need somebody that's gonna like talk to you and like, you know, hold the line. I gotta go to the bathroom, and you know what I mean? Like, so you need weird people. I'm not to say Alabama is a weird person, but what I'm saying is these niggas everybody on their show is not supposed to be a motherfucking a scholar and shit. These are some weird niggas and shit. They can be entertaining and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's irresponsible. You know, keep giving these weird niggas platforms and shit. But that's their job. Their job is not to their job ain't to teach us, and their job ain't to give us the movement. That was our job, you know? Shit. You know what I mean? They're not here to teach us. No doubt. Yeah, that shit was lit. I ain't tripping, man. Said them clowns asleep now. They are. I'm telling you, like, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I was dissing them niggas, and like, you know what I mean? Cause they so fucking dead that all y'all want to do is steal from my shit. As soon as I come back, y'all think it's open season, motherfucking just steal from me and shit. Nigga, you had all that time. You had all that chance. I'm saying y'all niggas got tons and thousands of followers and shit. If you gonna steal my shit, don't fuck around and mix the dope and shit. Don't mix my shit. Don't make my shit seem like a motherfucker girl got kidnapped so she could marry a white dude. That ain't Pocahontas. That ain't Pocahontas. Don't be out here talking about we motherfucking Nijis in motherfucking American Indian Holiday Month. That ain't motherfucking what we doing. So I mean, again, like I say, man, like, them niggas don't get it. They all they got is subscribers. I know y'all don't understand that shit, but that's all they got. They don't have influence over those subscribers, you know. And again, half of those subscribers probably ain't even black. It'd be a lot of motherfuckers just watching to see what y'all doing, you know. Laughing at y'all niggas was silly shit, cause y'all still 100 years a slave. Y'all like, again, you understand, like, even on the motherfucking on the weird guy, the research guy's page, his biggest shit is his Hebrew shit. Stop acting crazy, yo. Y'all biggest shit is y'all black Jewish shit. Anytime y'all talking about Hebrews, y'all doing good. That's it. Y'all be acting crazy and shit. Like, I don't have to mix the dope. I don't have to pander to motherfuckers that don't like me. That's what I'm saying. Like, we in the 2023 now. Y'all don't realize that these niggas will send you a cash app for lying. These Africans will play along with you lying. We've exposed all that stupid shit. Nobody want to hear a motherfucking African say, yeah, y'all not from America, but some goddamn foreigners and some motherfucking white people. Nobody, ain't no African can tell us that we Indians at this point. We don't need to react to a fucking African, a Chinese person telling us we Indians. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's so elementary. That's so fucking baby food and shit. You're not moving the needle with that shit. You pandering and you entertaining and shit. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta be the dude. Well, none of y'all can, but somebody had to be the dude that's gonna make this shit fucking push. Like I don't have to fuck around and do a lecture on everything I say. Nigga, everything I say is fucking gold. And niggas follow that shit. Cause it's true. They know it's true. All they gotta do is do the research. I ain't got to do the research the lecture for everything. I already did the research. You do the research and tell me I'm wrong. Justice. You know? You think it's justice. Let me catch up. See a Hawk School, mulatto and shit. Hawk School, the cops, man. Like again, like shout out to them niggas, man. She said, "Top is nigga, huh? Top your nigga, huh? Copycat your nigga and shit." Shout out to Copycat. But I mean, y'all from Texas, so I know that's probably your homie. But again, I'm not. I mean, yeah, he's an Indian. Shout out to him. You know. And he fuck. You say you shaking your head because he fucking with Sai shit, but again, I'm not. I wouldn't be mad at a nigga for fucking with Sai. That's again, I'm not mad at the niggas for fucking with Sai. That's nothing. That's dope. Fuck with Sai. Like, it's a platform. It's a platform. It's like it's the Sinetta, you know, it's what you do with it. It's a platform and shit. It ain't about motherfucking, you know. Sinetta ain't the devil and shit. Like, that nigga just got a platform. He got access to some shit. It's how you use it. You know what I'm saying? Now, can you, like I say, so can you turn his audience to Indians and shit? You know? Like again, man, like, you know, I'm saying like it's about, look, again, you have to understand. For some people, in my mind, these niggas is stuck in a time warp. They want to be Bobby Hemmett. They want to be fucking Malachi York. They want to have that type of fucking cult type of shit. Like you see Ali Muhammad, he had motherfuckers wearing uniforms and shit. Like the nigga used to wear a bow tie until last year and shit. 2 years ago, right when we came around, this motherfucker was a Muslim, bow tie, bean pie eating, final call selling, looking like, right, peanut head looking like, right, no hair on his face, ass Muslim. See what I'm saying? So we came around and shit, and then he got this indigenous, it's ISIS shit. Now it's Arna Aboriginal Republic shit. But at first it was indigenous. But he got this shit. And he want motherfuckers to wear uniforms. You know what I'm saying? We all wearing uniforms and shit. You see? He don't want you to come here and bring your culture where everybody wearing their own unique creative shit that they can representing. No, y'all wearing uniforms. Join this other nigga shit. Y'all wearing t-shirts and shit. Join this other nigga shit. Y'all wear, like, come on, bro. They in that cult mentality. They want everybody to look alike. We all in the same fucking cult. Nobody's individuals. Nobody's creative and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's take, like, I'm not hating on niggas, but again, like, you gotta understand, like I say, man, I gotta tell y'all, like, we think people stupid, but I think people be playing stupid. You know, it's self-preservation out here. That's the code. And that's how niggas play. They playing stupid out here and shit. So again, when niggas can see that these motherfuckers is acting like they on some cult shit. These niggas acting like they on some cult leader type of shit. Okay, cool. I got a crown on my head, but I'm not making niggas join no organization. I'm not making motherfuckers wear a uniform and shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't, and again, that's good for marketing and promotions and putting a nigga where a nigga could be. But you know, some of us could do that shit by our fucking selves. You know what I mean? We figure it out, right? But yeah, like Sinetta
is that place where where you Ali Muhammad, where you do a copycat. If you gonna go there to be in some cult shit, you gonna go there to find like people that want entertainment and that's gonna pay you for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like again, it's not like why Unc lead the channel and shit? Why Unc having beef with them niggas, right? Because now he's saying that them niggas is too pseudo. Hope he's still rolling. But Unc is saying that they too pseudo. He's saying that the Jabari is such a lie and all this shit. Them niggas been liars. Them niggas been pseudo. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, again, they doing feel good shit. You know what I'm saying? They playing dress up. They wearing costumes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's entertainment and shit. So you gonna tap into that entertainment section? That's cool. But again, like I said, there is no fucking. It's not nobody. They not niggas wasn't happy. I was going for a while, and I heard. I'm gonna tell you, I heard the nigga say, the nigga copycat say, "Is nobody creative out right now? Is nobody?" He was sad. Nobody pushing the thing forward, man. This thing is boring. This thing is dead. That's. I mean, like I'm telling you, bro. I heard the nigga out his mouth. I heard Top Cat say it. This shit is boring. Where the creative people at right now? Nobody's put like he was begging. It sounded like he was begging for me to come back. I swear to God, my mama. I'm looking and laughing at this nigga. Because he was being honest. He was fucking being honest for the first time. It ain't nobody creative out. Ain't nobody out here pushing this thing forward. Ain't nobody out here taking the leadership role. That's what Copycat was saying. I'm sitting here like, dog, you the man. You got 10,000 followers. This is like a couple weeks ago. It's like a month ago, right before I came back. Right before I came back. Because I think I, like a 2 or 3 days later, I put up the picture on Facebook with, like, damn, I left niggas. Y'all not happy? Niggas ain't happy. Dane wasn't happy. Nobody was happy. And they know what the fuck is going on. He know it ain't no creatives out here. I'm the fucking creative. That's what he's saying. Because again, he's the entertainer. Shout out to that nigga being entertainer. But he don't have information. He's still showing you video pictures, thumbnails of fucking West Indians at the carnival. Because I made that popular. I brought in West Indians. Nobody else brought them in. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas, they cool. But like you say, they know what's going on. They know they can't do this shit. If I swear, if that nigga wouldn't have said that shit, I probably wouldn't have came back as soon. For real, the nigga. But I'm listening to these niggas, and I'm like, yeah, these niggas, they about right. They about right. It's about where it needs to be. You dig? It's about right. You gotta let the shit simmer. Oh, you got it? Okay, you got it. Oh, fuck me? Yeah, fuck me. All right, cool. Why this nigga on my page? I remember the nigga when I was on Sinetta and the nigga, he played Sinetta and shit, be trying to, siphon off the audience. And I came on, so they said, oh, how this nigga get on my page? What the fuck? Who the mess? He thought somebody done took over his shit and played my video, like somebody done went into his secret compartment and found his porn. Who done went in my bag? Who done went in my page? I know. Oh, this Sinetta, what the fuck? A nigga, he knew what it was. He like, yo, who done changed my shit? Not just like, yo, who this nigga? He got upset and said, who did this? What the fuck is on my screen? Who did this? I'm like, man, this nigga got real self-hating issues. I tell you, a motherfucker steal your shit and they want you to disappear. So I disappeared, my nigga, and you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. That nigga said, man, this shit boring, man. This shit so, creatives ain't nothing. Right. Because y'all didn't make the wave. Y'all didn't create it, and y'all don't touch the people. They just watch y'all. They watch y'all for jokes. And if y'all don't have the real juice, the juju, to steal from, to be inspired by, to be motivated from, these niggas is duds. All of these niggas. That's why I gotta look at the research guy. This nigga done put up 10 videos in the last 3 days doing what I'm doing. He talking about some quality over quantity, some shit. Nigga, I don't make them videos, stupid. It's just my information. I'm rich. I'm the fucking priest king. I'm very rich. I'm in tune. I'm just taking all my information back. Every video I did is about about a lecture I already did. These is commercials for my fucking shit. You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna work yourself to death, research guy. It took me all day to do this. Yeah, well, it don't take me nothing. Fucking rich. And I already did this shit. Just like you go through my shit and still, I go through my shit and still. You see what I'm saying? Or what did I do? Oh yeah, this would be good. Like everything I'm telling you, half my shit is already done. That's why I can drop 6 or 7 videos on a day. Because I got so much new shit. Remember I said we're going to do World Week this week? So yeah, all that shit had to go. We're going to do World Week all week today. We started out with the battle with Chief Tuscaloosa and the battle of Mobile. Tomorrow we're going to do, should I tell you? What we doing tomorrow? What y'all want to do tomorrow? Y'all want to do Guale? Y'all want to do Natchez? Y'all want to do Powhatan? What y'all want to do? I got a lot of wars. We can get busy. Y'all want to do the morning war? What y'all want to do? See, I'm already ready, locked and loaded. Probably to the end of this month. Y'all don't even know it. See what I'm saying? Or I might. It's crazy out here, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not tripping off this shit. Niggas think they trying to compete with me, and all I do is this. Everybody knows what I'm doing. But if the nigga said he was creative and there was some creatives and there was some niggas pushing the line, he wasn't talking about y'all because he said there wasn't nobody out here and y'all out here. These niggas crazy. These niggas crazy is what the fuck these niggas is. These niggas is crazy. You know what I mean? And they're not honest with themselves. That's what I'm saying. Like, again, a lot of these niggas would be further along if they fuck with me. And as I'm saying, like Ali Muhammad, he gonna try every wardrobe change in the motherfucking costume department. This nigga got big hats, little hats, small hats, medium hats, bow ties, long ties, short ties. Like Ali Muhammad wears 1,000 disguises. He can't get it. That nigga go inside Netta every day. He can't get it. He can't get it. He not the creative. He not the nigga pushing the line. I had to push him off the motherfucker. You know what I mean? I had to push the Moorish out of him. Come on, somebody tell me who pushed the Moorish out of Muhammad. Huh? Who got Muhammad off that Moorish shit? Okay, cool. I couldn't get him off that indigenous shit. But I damn sure got him off that Moorish shit. Damn sure got him off that fucking Muslim shit. And we can go at it if he not. You see what I'm saying? But come on, man. These niggas ain't got that shit. They just egomaniacs and thieves and shit. Every time I said I was going to do the show about Venus and cosmology, the next day Ali Muhammad did a show on Venus and on cosmology. Had a nigga do the shit. You see what I'm saying? Everything I say, like after this shit, go watch Ali Muhammad's community post. It's going to be about a topic that we discussed today. Like I said earlier, we control the whole conscious community from here. How? Shout out to academics. Shout out to WAC. Shout out to motherfucking everybody that's mainstream, because we don't just control the conscious community. You see what I'm saying? We here to help everybody. Shit. Like, you don't think WAC new show got something to do with us? Think about that shit. WAC already shitted on Tazariak. Already fucking let niggas know he not really fucking with Tariq on no scammer shit. I didn't watch the shit because if I watch it, I think WAC is shitting on them niggas heavy. I know he is. I'm willing to bet. I ain't watch it, but I know what he doing. I know what he doing this shit. He's setting them niggas up. He is. He finessing these niggas. Huh? You think he fucking with Tariq Nasheed? You think he fucking with motherfucking the Hebrew nigga? He already told these niggas how he felt. If they accept it, that's on them. He said they clout chasing. Cool. I'm gonna give you a stage to die on, is what he thinking. That's what he thinking. I think, and I know a lot of these niggas is just waiting. They just waiting. But time will come, guys. Don't worry. I'm getting comfortable. I'm gonna be chilling. But shit, y'all don't think we control this shit? Y'all don't think we got the motherfucking the foot on these niggas' neck? Huh? He don't fuck with them niggas. He's setting them niggas up to die. He already told them niggas, I'm from Mississippi. I ain't no fucking Hebrew. Go back to Hebrew with this shit. He already done shitted all over the Hebrew shit. Shit all over they camp. Why are you still fucking with this nigga? He's setting you up. I ain't want to watch it. I just know it. I know it. They probably think it is. They probably think it ain't. But that's the weird nigga. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a weird nigga that don't know. They think everybody gonna fall for that stupid shit. Like Police Nasheed and Tazariak, they dumb enough to think everybody's stupid. They so busy dealing with the bottom of the bottom feeders. You fucking with Wack now. He bringing you up to the top tier. He bringing you up to niggas that's really in the know. That motherfuckers that's street smart. Motherfuckers that's not getting played and getting hustled. And that's niggas that's going to, like, again, like, shout out to a nigga like Tony the Closer. I told y'all, I know Tony been watching me. You know what I mean? Shout out to Tony and shit. I've been felt like that, right? But you don't want to get to a nigga like Tony the Closer radar. Because Tony the Closer radar on some superhero shit. You know what I mean? Like, you think, and these the type of niggas is that Wack is putting y'all in front of. The niggas that watch me and that's really super inspired. Kwame Brown. Y'all don't think Kwame Brown is super inspired by me? Look at him right now. This motherfucker look like my twin. If I was 300 pounds, he would look, y'all would think that was me. But I told y'all that. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, come on, y'all. But I'm gonna let y'all go. That's 3 hours and 30 minutes. I'm gonna let y'all go. Because it's going too deep now. We done gave away all the internet. But we the mainstream and this shit. That's why this shit is mainstream. That's why this shit is mainstream. Hold on 1 second. Oh, my bad. Yeah, my bad. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. I'm the only influence on them to annihilate the foreign shit, no doubt. Niggas singing Kumbaya, holding hands. Facts. But yeah, though, you know, man, like, yeah, man, like, I appreciate y'all, man. It's fun. And like I say, like, I appreciate Wack. I'll be watching it, but like, I don't, like I said, I know how to play this, you know? I know how to play this shit. This is how you win. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas don't know how to play this shit. That's why y'all losing. That's why y'all not mainstream. That's why this shit ain't where y'all want it to be. But our shit is definitely where we want it to be. And it's going further and further and further and further and further up. You know what I'm saying? So this shit gonna be great, man. Again, it's gonna be a good summer, man. You know what I mean? I'm glad we got the gods in the building. This is lit. Like, you know. See, yeah, that's 4 people right there. We got 3 people in the chat. We got 3 people. I got 3 comments that just all happened right now, right? And it's only 3 people in there, but that's 4 people. Shout out to everybody in the building. We yeah. But again, like I say, man, I wish it could have all been good. I started out, like I say, reaching out to niggas, trying to be cool with niggas. That's how we started it, right? But again, them niggas know they know they dirty. They can't stand next to niggas and shit. So I don't be tripping. I'm having fun. If it was some niggas that could put up some competition, I would have enjoyed it. But like I say, man, like, you know, and again, like, I'm not hate again, like I say, with Copycat, with Top Cats, right? These niggas gotta admit to themselves they can't push it. They had to do it. Like I said, even Ali had to admit to himself he can't do this shit. He can't do this shit. These niggas need me to do this shit at this point. They can't admit it. Then it's like they know they living a lie, but they already. I waited. I don't let all these niggas have to admit that they need this shit. They need what we bring to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all don't have to fuck with me. That's cool. I don't really want to. I don't want to mix the dope. But it's just weird that y'all acting like y'all don't fuck with me and y'all take all my like. That's what I'm saying. Like even with Max, shout out to Max, right? Shout out to Max. Like we love Max. I been knew who Max was. Like I told y'all, I would be fucking with Max because I knew who he was, right? But why when I said who Max was on the thing, now Max don't come back now? So that means Max don't watch no more, or Max don't. You see what I'm saying? That's how a lot of people do, right? But I had to say who he was because it was just becoming obvious at that point. Like this nigga is just this nigga is just crazy. Nobody else is as crazy as that nigga is, right? As Max be. When he come in here, he play cool, but that one night he started doing his thing, and his thing is just he gets wild and he's silly. He starts saying silly shit. He like, God damn, who do shit like this but this nigga, Hold 1 second, my bad. Oh, yes. Sorry. Y'all gotta ride with me now. We gotta take a ride. We're going into 3 hours now. We gotta take a ride. But yeah, I was like, who do shit like this? But this nigga. So we called him out. Not called him out. I wasn't even listening to him. I'm like, yo, man, like you cool. And then he don't come back no more. You know what I'm saying? Like he might have changed his name and shit. Shout out to Max. But it's no beef with Max. Like, and that's how a lot of this shit be. It's like, why y'all gotta come here and hide under fake names, come here and steal my information and watch me and shit, and then be cool with the shit and then not be cool with the shit though. Like it's cool. Like I say, like I'm just like, whatever we was talking about beforehand and shit. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, Max is like a good example of that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know who was I think Shelly was in here that night, but like Max is like a cool YouTuber. Not to say like a big YouTuber, but Max probably got like 20,000 subscribers, right? And Max come here every day, fuck with us every day. But as soon as we found out, like as soon as we said who Max was, Max ain't come back no more. I been knew who Max was. I would pop in the Max chat. I said I'd pop in the Max chat, and he would cut off his live stream. I would be like, this shit crazy and shit. Why are you doing that? You know what I mean? Like, you don't think niggas know who you are? But a nigga coming here and fucking me every day, but then if I go on their channel and fuck with them, they gonna get disrupted and they gonna be like, how this nigga get on my channel? That's how I'm saying, like, that's how y'all playing yourself. That's how y'all playing yourself. You know what I mean? And yeah, people is cool, but damn, what the fuck? Like, dog, like nobody's getting fame off of y'all niggas. Y'all niggas is getting fame off of me. You know what I mean? Like, again, it's just weird and shit. It's just weird and shit, man. That's the realest shit, like you said, though. Like, that motherfuckers that come up in this bitch and a fuck around and to be hiding out and shit. Like, it used to kill me that Tariq used to do that and shit. It used to kill me and shit. But I would have to swallow it. I'm like, dog, how are you stealing my shit? How you just taking my shit out my mouth and just say it like like you thought of it? And he would just do that with everything. Every time I have a live, he'd say the shit, take the shit, and just be. It just used to irritate the fuck out of me. God damn it! But I let it slide. Who the fuck, you know? But that's what I'm saying. Like weird niggas that, to me, that's weird. You know what I mean? And not to say we gotta be friends, but just to say, all right, Max, if you gonna be Max, be Max. Don't come here as yourself. Keep coming as Max. So now Max is in the corner when we want Max back. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, Max will be adding on and building to the conversation and shit as Max. He felt free to be himself. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these YouTubers, if you was free to be yourself, be free to be yourself. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, what the fuck? We not looking to be friends. Y'all niggas can't help me and shit. You know what I'm saying? But, dog, y'all gotta stop this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, like I said, that shit is annoying to me. But what do you do and shit? You know what I mean? Powhatan. Okay, Powhatan it is then. Powhatan war tomorrow. Which one? Which war? Powhatan 1? I got 3 Powhatan. All right, we'll just do Powhatan. We'll just do the Powhatan. Okay, we'll do the Powhatan tomorrow. We'll start with the Powhatan. I might have to drop 2 Powhatans tomorrow though, but I got you though. Powhatan. Fact though. Got you. But yeah, like, come on, man. Like, them niggas to sit here, I watch this shit, and then a diss me. Like, I take your shit, still half this shit, and then a diss me. Like, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Like Dane Calloway taking, English as American English, like niggas that like everybody know that's my shit. It's half these niggas running around here laughing. Half the Africans was laughing at the Indians because we think that English is American Indian language. That's the big joke. These niggas think English, and then Dane just come and fucking just do the work. Like, yep, yeah, I'll do it. And he did the work. I ain't mad at him. But that's my shit. The fuck? You ain't gonna act like it's my shit. You gonna act like it's your shit. You gonna act like Abraham Lincoln. Like, again, he got Abraham Lincoln on his shit. The research guy talk about Abraham Lincoln on his shit. Is this your shit? No. How'd you find that? If you're not watching me, how'd you know this shit? If you're not listening to me, like, again, that's what make this shit hard and it make it beefy. That's why you gotta beef with a nigga, cause you know they watching you and shit. You know they stealing this shit. Like the nigga OG said, look, I might as well just start a beef with them niggas right now because I know they watching you and shit. We all know they gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? We all know they watching. There's no, I mean, it's what's up. But yeah, like, again, like I said, like, and that's the funny thing about it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it'll be hard for Dane Calloway to beef with me because I don't put these niggas' names and tags. I don't talk about these niggas for more than 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, like a research guy, somebody, you might want to beef with a nigga that puts your name in a tag, because I won't ever do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tagging these niggas. I'm not acting like it's no beef. Like I told y'all with this shit, some of these niggas I don't want to be associated with. Fuck, I'm gonna be arguing and beefing with a nigga, and it's gonna come out like I was arguing with the police. Oh no, nigga, I didn't even have a conversation with the police. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I never reached out to Tariq Nasheed after this shit when the shit was going on and when the shit was all cool. I didn't reach out to that nigga. He started claiming he was the Indian. That nigga ain't get a fucking text, an email, or fucking DM from me, nothing. You fucking crazy? Fuck that nigga. You see what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be friends. I would say this shit 100 times. Like, yeah, I would say this. What I would say. I would say the only nigga I would be cool with is Umar. I wouldn't be cool with Tariq. I said that shit. He not the type of dude I'd be cool with. I try to say, yeah, he married, but that nigga's a fucking cop and he weird. I wouldn't be cool with that nigga. Reaching out to that fucking nigga. And Umar, we would be cool because he would be your friend. He the type of guy that's going to make jokes and be the jolly nigga and shit. But he gonna steal your shit. He gonna be dressing like me. He gonna be talking like me. Fuck around and try to fuck my girl. All that stupid shit. And then be mad at me because she ain't trying to fuck him. Like, what? Yeah, she acting like you ain't trying. Nigga, she not. The fuck? Weird shit. Weird niggas. This shit's over, bro. Nobody told you today. I love you. Love being in love with you. Peace to the gods. The God. Peace to the goddesses. Hey, shout out to Goddess Shelly in the building. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to OG Green Machine in the building. One extra in the building. Shout out to Beyond Smith in the building. Hope you hit the like button. Oh my God, I'm just joking with him. What he said earlier is not about the likes, brother. I know, I'm just joking with you. But what, because again, that's my guy. He knows it. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody, man. Nobody told you today, I love you. Love being in love with you. Definitely, man. It's a long road. OG Dream Machine. Tell him we came a long way in a short time, man. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited for us. And hey man, if we control a conscious community from right here, man, don't y'all want to keep this inner circle tight? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to keep my circle tight because we rolling. Peace.